I'm just going to add a poorly organized compilation of just what's going on right now. Just to show how patient I am and how I give these little shits every chance in hell to show the necessity of what must happen. These little shits, they go around just doing this toxic, evil shit behind in dark corners of the internet, destroying lives, and just everything about them is just there's not a shred of truth or morality to them. They're disease bombs, and they must be removed from society. They are so far gone. They are largely irredeemable, and they must be dealt with the way that we all know. So I just want to show an example of. I'm just going to have a compilation of just some random pictures that I've picked up of the chat, just to give an abbreviation of this kind of shit. And I'm trying to debate these little shits over and over. They don't deserve this, but I offer this to them anyway. I offer chances to them as much as possible. And these pictures you're going to see are just examples of this toxic shit, just to show how fucked it is. So I'm trying to debate them while they're sending me hacking threats and all kinds of shit. And these screenshots are just an example of what's going on in the text chat while they're doing what they're doing in audio chat. So I'll just add a bunch of, in a very non-organized way, these are just, I haven't compiled these in any kind of order. So this is just a bunch of audio and a bunch of pictures compiled together. So I'll put them up now, and it's probably going to be long. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's going to be probably very long. I've got, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? There's like almost 10 different files, 10 different attempts at trying to debate them and shit. So I'll compile this together right now, and you judge for yourself. And I finish by saying, if anyone watches this and wants to, I encourage you to make a poll on some big Facebook group or something like that, where a lot of people will see it, a lot of from a neutral position, not little niche groups hiding behind dark corners of the internet. Get this to the public, right? Let the public judge. Do a poll and say, do internet trolls, computer hackers and the like, who go around bullying, stalking and vandalizing and stealing and all that on the internet, and especially those who go around making hacker threats especially, and let's just make that in the context of just hackers, so those who go around making hacking threats at people, is this acceptable or not? And let's say, no, not this is unacceptable, let's just say is hacking, is threatening to hack someone or actually doing it, does this count as a form of terrorism? Threatening to hack someone over the internet, to hack their accounts and whatever, right? Is this terrorism? If so, does the victim have the right to travel the world and kill in self-defense any hacker who is making an active hacking threat against them? If that threat is still active, does the victim have the right to go to the other side of the world and kill the little shit in self-defense? Now, consider the harm that is being done with a hacking threat. Whether it's even an illegitimate hacking threat, it's just they think it's funny. It's not fucking funny. But if they do it, the psychological harm and harm in many other areas, even if it wasn't a real threat. You know, if you go and call bomb on a plane, they'll still shoot you. So whether it's true or not, it's still a very serious thing. But when it is true, and there is a documented history of this shit being done, and if you document that these hacking threats have been made over and over, and it has been followed through over and over, do you, as a victim, have the right to kill the hacker? No differently than killing an ISIS member. The world is in universal agreement that ISIS members anywhere in the world should be killed. So what about other terrorists? Cyber terrorism is a far bigger problem than ISIS. It is rotting and destroying society. So think about this, think very deep about this, and listen to these conversations and read what's going on in the text chat, these examples. Do you find this acceptable? What do you think the consequences are to society as a whole, not just the victims, but society as a whole, when you let this shit, this rot, just these disease bombs, do what they do? Think about the consequences of allowing this and the necessary action that must be done in self-defense. Defense of not just yourself or another victim, but of society as a whole. Draw a line in the sand. and kill anyone that crosses that line. When you cross the line of things like terrorism and shit. Trolling is not humour. Trolling is stalking, bullying and the like, and most of it, not all, but most of it involves terrorism. It is a form of terrorism. And as far as I'm concerned, all terrorists must be executed. Every victim or their representative has a right to kill the terrorist. And any government that gets in the way, anyone who tries to stand in the way should be killed too. The only thing a government can do in defense is to catch the terrorist before the victim does. I am a full supporter of self-defense. Think these moral dilemmas through and what the spirit of the law is, what it once was, and realize that there are all kinds of legal documents that aren't really law, those that claim to be and those that don't claim to be, and it's a big mess. Understand what the real law is. Fuck the government and the United Nations and all that, their interpretation or their just ignorance of the law, just pretending that the law doesn't exist. Know the law, know morality, and uphold it by whatever means you need to. So my position on this, as I've been stating, is any computer hacker or anyone who makes a serious hacking threat against me, I will document it to prove it, and I will kill them. I will tour the world in the future, and I will kill them. Every single one, and I will provide evidence of this active hacking threat in the process. And I warn them that you better remove the active status of that hacking threat because I am under United Nations conventions in self-defense to kill the hacker. And I've got a lot more defenses than that. For example, reporting this shit to the FBI, or the mediums by which this stuff goes on in, I've shown documentation of proof of me doing this, and it all gets covered up. There's no government entity who's willing to do their job and stop this terrorism. They cover it up and they engage in it. So I act in self-defense, which also includes not just me but any other victim, to just simply enforce the law. So think about these things. Think about what the law is, where morality is. It may be difficult to face, but this shit that hides in dark corners of the internet, if you don't stamp it out, the world's over. The world around you is burning for a reason. Because you let this shit happen. It's not just this shit that does it. You are responsible for letting it happen and not doing something about it. If you're not upholding a minimum moral standard, you are the problem. The problem is not the 1%. The problem is 99%. You are the problem. Unless you're standing up and doing something about it for real, you are the problem. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've been given another challenge by a bunch of degenerate hacking scum. Here we go.
Man. Yo,
here I am.
Well, you're right here in fucking voice. You can't talk and answer me. I said, who are you? I'm Daphne Wolf. Can you tell me who you are, please, Salty? Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
Depends on the day, I guess.
That makes you a bad guy.
You shut up.
I will not shut up.
I guess I could be a bad guy.
We didn't come to hear you tonight.
I was invited here,
Oh,
and I'm not interested in your opinion.
Okay,
Get on
shut
the
the fuck
ride.
up, Tara, you little cunt. First of all,
Get
if you
on
ever
the
say you're gonna
ride,
come to my
baby.
house again,
Okay, Rebel, if you're going to keep
find you,
talking over him, I'm going to mute you. Right, I'm going to mute you, Rebel, so I can hear him. You got nothing to offer. Okay, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've got her muted.
Okay, so if you ever say you're going to come to my house again, I'm going to come to you, and I'm going to slaughter your entire fucking family.
Let me
And
make
then
this crystal
I'm gonna go
clear. If
after
there is
your
any
family.
active hacking threat, I will come for you and I will kill you. So you better remove the active status of that hacker threat. You can say all you like. I will come for you. I will kill you on live stream, and I will come for all your buddies, all your cyber terrorist buddies. I will kill every single one of you on live stream. I will hunt down every one of you filth, and I will kill every one of you. You can talk shit, and I will be playing back all your shit while I do it on live
You
stream.
won't do fucking shit, you pussy-ass motherfucker. Bring it.
I will bring it. I've said I've been a lot of plans in the works, and I will be doing a world tour, and I will be cleaning this world of filth in person. And I will be doing so under United Nations conventions. And if your government doesn't assist me, they are in deep shit. They have to beat me to it. The only justification they can do is they can imprison you before I get to you. I've already contacted your authorities. If they don't beat me to it, they must assist me. I don't understand. I didn't call the police. I've done this for a long time. I've been doing a lot of things for a long time. I've been trying to give people a chance here, every chance in hell, and you blow it every step of the way. The moment you start threatening innocent and vulnerable people, I'm coming after you and I'm going to fucking kill you. You're a fucking cyber terrorist and I'm going to fucking kill you. I have the right to go to Saudi Arabia and kill ISIS members. I have the right to go to the UK or the US or Canada to kill a cyber terrorist. I don't even need to contact the FBI and shit, but I've already done that. I already have the legal grounds to do so. So does anyone else have any other shit talk to say? He's left, he's run away with his tail between legs. Anyone else got anything to say? Rebel, I've got you muted because you want to say something, type it in the chat. I'm not going to cop with this shit targeting the innocent and vulnerable. You want to do this shit? You fucking answer to me. You own the consequences of your actions. Anyone else got anything to contribute? No, I'm not calling the police. I've already done so. I've done far more than that for a long time. Is anyone else? Okay, I'll ask one final time before I leave this voice. Anyone has anything else to offer?
Yeah. What's the song about, Tyrone?
I can't hear you. Can you say that again? You're just making random noise. Do you actually have something of coherence to say? Okay, I'll ask you one more time. Do you have anything of coherence to say before I leave?
What's this about, Tyrone?
This is about cyber terrorists going around, hacking people, making them suicide, all kinds of bullying, vandalism, all kinds of shit. Anyone who even suggests doing so as a joke, I'm coming for you. I'm going to fucking kill you under United Nations conventions. I've contacted all the authorities over and over. All this has been database. It's all been shipped off. All that's a simply matter is when I go on my world tour, I'll be coming for everyone who's doing this. So any of you have made an active hacking threat? You better remove that active threat before I come for you. Because if it's still active, I have the legal grounds to kill you. And you want to test me and try it? I'll be recording all your shit and I'll be playing back to you when I do it. Anyone wants to attack the innocent and vulnerable, they answer to me and I'll fucking kill you. You attack them, I kill you. I draw the line, I started this shit,
So,
I define it.
You started.
You're not making any coherent sense, you're just saying random words. Do you have something to contribute before I leave? Clearly not, I'm just talking to a bunch of random nonsense. Alright, I'm leaving. I'll give you a chance to speak, and you just want to talk shit. Alright. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go.
Oh, dear. I got you.
Hey, Terrain.
Dude, I'm in the.
Oh no, he's in here,
room right
guys. He's
now
in
in
here,
the
guys.
basement.
The
Terry's
flat
in
earther's
here?
in here. Pop-Tart, the flat earther who claims Anonymous is in here.
Oh God.
Hey, Terran, it'll suck on your forehead.
Okay, so I'm the one who says I'm the founder of Anonymous. Do you say that I'm not a founder of Anonymous?
Okay, if you're the founder of Anonymous, you should know about BGP hijacking with the method of RSA of 12 with an R router rep protocol v9.
That was not an answer to my question.
Yeah,
Answer the
well,
question.
if you founded Anonymous, you would know about that because that's how they did the attack on Google.
Irrelevant. Answer the question.
Irrelevant. You didn't found Anonymous. You don't even know what the OSI model is.
Irrelevant. Answer the question.
What's your fucking question, bitch?
I'm the one claiming to be the founder of Anonymous. Are you claiming that I'm not the founder of Anonymous?
Yeah, I am claiming that.
Okay, what do you know about me?
What did you say?
Pretty simple question. What do you know about me?
I know about you, buddy. The
What do
real
you know
one
about
is,
me?
let's say, let me add
Answer the
Stabu in
question.
here, okay?
What do you know about me?
I don't know anything about you. I know the real one.
Okay, so you admit that you know nothing, and just you're making a claim.
I know
While at
nothing?
the same time claiming you know nothing.
I
just
know
won the debate
nothing,
in 5
really.
seconds. I've already won.
Oh, I know nothing? Because clearly you
just
said...
refuted your own
No,
claim.
you just
admitted
said,
that you
I know
have
nothing
no-
about you. You said you, about you, not anything else.
You've
You
already
said
lost
about
the
you.
debate. You've
So how
already
does
lost
that
the
claim
debate.
that I know nothing? Oh, I lost the claim? Let's talk about how your
No,
body
you
built
lost
like
the
the
debate.
OS5
You've already
model, all
lost the
fucking
debate.
7 layers, and your fucking chin, bitch.
You've already lost the debate.
Alright, bitch.
Let's talk
got
about how
nothing
you're a
to
40-year-old virgin.
You got nothing to contribute.
Let's
I
talk
have
about
nothing to
how.
contribute.
Let's talk about how you live just sitting online at 40 years old. You have nothing to do with your fucking life.
Would you like to know how I live? I stopped one
Actually,
one
wait a
mass
minute.
shooting. I offered people thousands of dollars to stop another mass shooting.
Actually, wait a minute. If you're the founder of Anonymous, then you'd know who KMS is, you'd know who fucking Waifu is, you'd know who Razor is, you'd know who Sabu is. Do you know any of them?
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant? Who are they?
These are
Oh, you
people who
said
have nothing
Sabu
to
is
do with
irrelevant?
Anonymous.
That's big anonymous. That's big anon.
That has nothing to do with Anonymous? Because I'm
Correct.
pretty sure me, the guy who ran LolSec, was part of Anonymous back in 2011 when they actually existed.
I'm pretty sure LulSec has nothing to do with Anonymous, and I'm pretty sure
Are
you're
you
not
sure
the leader of
about that?
LulSec.
Oh, I'm not Sabu? You want to fucking claim that?
Yeah, I want to claim you're not Sabu.
It's Sabu, you dumbass, not Sabu.
Sabu. Yeah, you didn't like who I invited here, huh, Taryn?
There's a lot of proof of who I am. There's no proof of who you are, though.
There's no proof of you are. You're a user who's named themselves Dead.
Actually,
Oh my
you
God,
can go on
it's
Google
an
and
online
look up.
handle.
Oh, my online handle, bro. Oh,
You can
no.
go to Google,
What's
you can go to
dox me?
YouTube, you can look up the term anonymous symbolism or anonymous to true mean.
Are you
can
fucking
find
retarded, dude?
ticked YouTube
Bro, you
accounts in the
fucking
name of
retarded.
Anonymous
Shut the fuck
of a
up.
video that I made, the most mirrored anonymous
Oh,
video in
video that I
existence
made,
with
yeah.
universal verification on all sides
Still going about this, yeah.
of a video I made of the original Anonymous that goes against all your narratives
My
universally
narrative. What's a
confirmed
narrative? Can you explain that?
about
No,
the
what's
very
a
symbol
narrative?
of Anonymous and what it
No,
means
what's
in the
a
history of
narrative?
Anonymous.
What is a narrative?
Yeah, what is
Your
the
narrative,
definition
you've
of a
already
narrative?
you've
No
already
Google.
established a narrative that is
That's
completely
not
false.
what a narrative is.
What is
That's
the
not what a
narrative?
narrative is.
Definition
What's
of
a
a narrative?
narrative?
What's the definition of a narrative?
A narrative is a version of a story, a version of the history, and
No, it isn't.
and the facts of history.
Narrative has nothing to do with history and the facts of it.
Yes, it
And the
is.
fact. Philsec and the facts. And the
Bruh,
fact.
None of
Pop-Tart.
you are anonymous. You have never been
Pop-Tart,
anonymous,
took-
and you never
took
will be
history,
anonymous.
right? You took
You
history.
have
Yeah,
nothing to
Pop-Tart.
contribute. You've already
And you
lost the
know a
debate.
narrative has nothing to do
You
with
have
history.
nothing to contribute, and
Yeah.
you've already lost the debate in 5 seconds.
No, he's throwing up red herrings trying to debate the argument with fucking
Bro,
Philsec.
how much you want at Pop-Tart? I'll bet $5 Bitcoin right now he's reading off a fucking article.
Bro, all of his
I just
comes
gave
from
you a
online.
reference. I can prove that I made this video. The most mirrored and
Ooh,
anonymous
care.
I
video
can
in
prove that I
existence.
made the fucking
Would
cloud
you like me to prove it?
too. What the fuck's that gonna do?
You're not even gonna look, so I'm not even gonna bother proving it.
Not even bother proving it because you can't prove shit, dude.
I prove shit every
You
day.
know what? I'm cooking steak right now.
You
I'm
got
cooking
nothing.
steak. I live
You're all
off
talk.
steak
You're a
every
low-life
single
piece
day.
of
Taryn,
shit.
I'm all
Taryn.
talk.
You
Is
got
that why you
nothing.
claim the
You
flat
got
Earth? Is that why
nothing.
you
You
claim
got
the Earth was
nothing. You
flat?
got nothing.
Hey, Taryn, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Actually,
hear you.
wait, Terrence,
Good
send your
Terrence.
YouTube so I can jack it.
I just showed
Yeah,
you.
send your
I just
YouTube.
referred you to many YouTube channels.
No,
I
send me a
upload,
video so
I
I can
upload
jack
through
your
many
YouTube.
proxies. You go to YouTube and do the search I offer
I
you. and
upload
there
too
are
many
of my
proxies. I upload. So what? You're claiming through a proxy you can upload a video, but you have to have a user account to upload a video. How fucking retarded are
I just
Yeah, well, then
referred
take your
you
fucking
to
YouTube
many
account.
copies of my video, the most mirrored
many
anonymous
copies
video
of
in
my
history.
video?
Universally
Hey,
accepted and
Pop-Tart.
confirmed and verified.
Pop-Tart, bro, I
No,
can go to
universally
Fiverr and pay
by who?
people to
Three
repost
people?
my videos.
So are you threatening to jack my account, little shit, are you? Because if you
Yeah,
are, I'll
Son
be
of a
coming
bitch.
after you. I'll be coming after you, and I'll hold you personally
are
to
you
account
gonna
for
do?
everything. And
What
I'll
are you
tell you
gonna do?
this:
What are you gonna
if there
do?
is any active
What are
hacker
you gonna
threat,
do?
I will kill you.
But you claimed
you
you're
will kill
And
anonymous.
I
me.
will
but
do
Anonymous
so
is a
under
bunch
the
of
United
hackers,
Nations
bro.
Conventions of Human Rights.
Are you fucking retarded? Anonymous is a bunch of hackers, and you're claiming
Hey,
you're a
last time-
fan.
Anonymous has nothing to do with hacking, and every
Last I
active
checked-
hacker threat I will hold to account in
Are you
full,
fucking retarded?
and I will be
All right, bitch,
quoting
I'm gonna
you
drop the
word
fuck
for
out of you.
word
I'll fucking
when I
link
deal
to
with
the
you on
Bible.
live stream.
Oh, he's gonna live stream your murders.
The mosque
Pop-Tart.
shooting.
I will deal with you
Pop-Tart.
however I damn well please, and if there is any active
What's up?
hacking
What's up?
threat, I have the legal right to kill you.
Hey, tell Taryn I'm gonna swat him.
Pop-Tart. No. I'm gonna send you a picture right now. You're gonna laugh so hard when you see this.
Oh, send it in fucking general.
No, Pop-Tart. Look at this.
I have zero tolerance for low-life scum who hide behind, who think that they're safe, and they're not safe behind the internet. I will hunt every fucking one of you little shits down, and anyone I need to kill in self-defense of myself and other against any active hacker threat, I will kill you fucking on live stream. And you can quote me on that, and I'll quote myself when I come for you.
Bro,
are you the guy who did the mask?
And I will be quoting the United Nations Conventions of my right to do so, you little fucking shit.
Okay, here's my address. Here's my address. Come do something.
I'll show you my address.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Send me your address, bro. I dare you.
Oh,
You don't want to send him your address, Taryn.
oh, dude. Mm-mm.
You don't want to do that, Taryn.
That's not your nigger. That's the FBI shit. That's not your address, buddy.
Yeah, that's not your.
That's the
fucking
FBI
address.
shit. Watch me drop it.
No.
Watch
He lives in Colorado Springs. He lives in
I
Colorado.
know.
Springs.
I know where he
153.
lives.
No. Watch me drop that. I don't care if it's a fucking government shit. Watch this. 31. 113.
Just remember,
27.
every single active hacker threat, you think you can hide behind innuendo and that? No. Every single hacker threat, every single one of you who does a single active hacker threat, you better remove that active threat, because by the time I get to you, if it hasn't been removed, I'm fucking killing you. And I'll be hunting every fucking one of you down.
Ooh, that sounds kinky, bro. I'm trying to get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, and I'll be quoting you when I do it, on live stream.
Ooh, that's
I'll be
even
quoting all
better,
your
bro.
pathetic shit on live stream when I do it. Every one of you filth will be removed from this world, one way or another.
Yeah, I'm a spooky anonymous. I found it anonymous.
Yes, I did find Founder Anonymous, and it's got nothing to do with this toxic evil shit you do. You have never been anonymous, you never will be anonymous, you have nothing to do with anonymous. You are toxic filth riding on my shadow.
You have nothing. You have no shadow. You're a 40-year-old virgin who sits online claiming e-fame because you have no job, you have no life, you have no family, you have no
He's an
whatsoever.
e-girl.
I just stopped one mass shooting, and I offered to stop another. I offered thousands of dollars for people, including politicians, to offer another. Politicians who tried to assassinate me for the trouble. I'm actually doing shit that matters.
Hey,
And I
Pop-Tart,
remove
if that's
every
his
piece of
IP
shit
address-
who goes around
Pop-Tart,
destroying
if
lives
that's
on
his
the
IP
internet.
address,
You
why
are not
does it say
safe,
2000
and I'm fucking
Why
coming
does
for
that say
you. You are not
2018
safe,
if
and
it's
I'm
not,
coming
bitch?
for you.
Why does
You
that
are
say
not safe.
2018? Because it's not your picture.
You are not safe, and I'm coming for you.
Yeah, okay. Come for me, bitch. I'll come for you too.
Yes,
Wanna
and
watch
I will
me
be
jerk off to
quoting you right word for word when I do. You little fucking
Hey,
shit.
everybody, let's dicks out for Taryn. Dicks out for Taryn, everybody.
Bro,
All
I
right,
told my
I gave you
camera-
hold
the
on,
option
wait,
to a
wait,
debate.
wait.
You failed in
Let me
5
unzip my
seconds, and you
fucking
resorted
pants
to this
first,
shit,
hold on.
and you resorted to hacking threats and
Ah.
shit. You're gone. You had your
Dicks
chance.
out for
I'm
Taryn.
fucking coming
Dicks
for you.
out for Taryn.
I'm fucking
Dicks out
coming
for
for you,
Taryn.
you little shit.
I'm
And I'll be
coming
live
for
streaming
you.
the
I'm
whole
gonna come all
fucking
over your
thing.
mouth. I'm gonna come all over your mouth, Taryn.
Ah.
Taryn, I'm gonna come all over your mouth. And then I'm gonna come in your ass when I rape you. Because I will rape you if you come for me, Taryn. I will rape you. I will hold you down and I will rape you, Taryn. And you will enjoy it.
Take it like
no,
a
he can't
man.
more than enjoy it.
You gonna
You
take it
will
like a
enjoy
man.
it. Because it won't stop until he enjoys it.
But anyways, who's up for a little ass eating? Anyone?
Taryn is.
Ooh. Hope there's chocolate in there, bro.
Taryn likes child porn. Taryn, did you tell them about your child porn adventures?
Yeah, tell me about your child
Bless
porn
you.
adventures, buddy.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Come on, Taryn, tell them what you told me yesterday about how you like child porn.
Yeah, tell me, buddy.
Tell them, Taryn.
Pedophiles,
Tell
that's
them
the
about all
worst,
the
bro.
child porn you like.
That's the worst. He's going mute. No.
Hey, by the way, he is recording. He's going to post it on his little YouTube channel with no subscribers.
I could care less.
Yeah, same. I'm eating steak right here every
This is a
day.
good way to advertise
I'm
too,
making money.
buddy. So
I'm making money. I got, who are you advertising to? 10 people that fucking get on his YouTube channel just to troll him? Hey, Taryn, I live off of steak. What do you live off of? Because I make money, Taryn. Mm.
No.
Mm. Mm.
Oh my god. What kind of fucking thing is that? So this doesn't make sense though.
Hey, Pop-Tart, you got any non-digital ocean servers right now I can use my loader on?
You got body
No,
armor?
look,
Because I
you see
certainly
his
have.
body armor? Look at his body armor. Oh my god. Ilsec, watch out. He's got body armor, Ilsec.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna clown the fuck out of you real quick. What the fuck is this? Hold on. What is this? Mr. Elite Hacker?
Elite Hacksaw.
Still play some NASCAR games, buddy, huh? Oh, you play
Bro,
Forza?
he LARPs. Bro, he's a LARPer. He's sitting there
Bro,
dressing
he's
like
a fucking PlayStation 2 faggot.
Oh.
Look at how he shut up, bitch.
Oh my god, it's an alien. Oh my god. Wait, is that a fucking... The fuck is that? This is so irrelevant what we're talking about. What the fuck?
Is Taryn even talking anymore?
No, he's sending fucking spaceship fucking clone shit in the chat.
Bro, he says he owns a spaceship. He says he's been to space, and he says that he has a clone.
Oh shit, bro, same.
Yo, Lil Peep is my clone, bro.
Lil Dix is my clone.
Oof.
I'm Eminem's clone.
Damn, dude. In Future is Designer's clone. Like, fuck, dude. I'm a nigger. Wonder if he has a website.
Jeremy's one of those fucking people.
Yo, Taryn, do you have a fucking website, bro?
His name is Jeremy Martin.
I know his name.
He's one of those people who mooch up the government. He doesn't want to work for a living.
Welfare? Question mark?
Damn right he's collecting welfare. I checked his fucking credit report. I have a social security number.
Oof. That's a big ripperino. Well, welfare pays a lot though, bro.
He makes less than $25K a year.
I'm gonna go look some more shit up, alright? I'm gonna do some more research. Let's see. I can't. There we go.
This dude got clowned by JDM. Like, how sad can you get when you get clowned by JDM?
Who's JDM?
He's somebody that runs an anonymous forum.
Oh.
Wait, JDM runs an anonymous forum now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that used to be my junior. Fucking hell.
Bro,
Where did I go wrong?
Bro, he runs with fucking, he hangs out every day with, what's that dude's name? The dude that owns, Rogue Security Labs.
Bro, where did I go wrong with this kid, bro?
Shit.
Honestly, dude, where did I fucking go wrong with this cat? But yeah, Pop-Tart, you know how I hit my college offline?
Yeah.
They called in the CSI crime unit.
LOL.
So now I'm being investigated, so I gotta stay low real fast.
Wait, so they know it's you?
Yeah, they know it was me, because I'm the only hacker there.
Oof, that's a big fucking rip. Why
So
don't you get... Wait, what do you major in?
Computer science. I take
Kinda
computer
figured.
science, network engineering, and I also take cybersecurity.
Me and Ilsec are doing the same thing now.
If you need help, Pop-Tart, let me the fuck know.
I will. As soon as I dive into the advanced C++ class, I'm gonna hit you up.
As soon as I dive right in that class, you know.
Right?
I'm gonna be like, the botnet can wait. How do I do my homework?
Wow, you son of a bitch.
Damn. He just swerved the botnet. How dare you? No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway.
I'll pay Ilsec to do my final project for me, and instead of doing my final project, he'll upload a fucking a Mirai source.
A Mirai source. What is F Society? What the fuck is this? To the author?
Yo, Pop-Tart.
What?
You know the guy who owns Backdoor Archive?
Yeah.
Me and him are gonna work on the big ass botnet.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
He was like, "Hey, bro, I saw your botnet. You wanna use my exploits and stuff?" And I'm like, "Wait, I got exploits." He's like, "Oh shit, we're gonna make a big ass botnet." I'm like, "Hell yeah, nigga."
Who is it?
This guy named Backdoor East Reaper.
Oh.
You remember Reaper, right?
That name fucking sounds familiar. I swear it does.
I remember Reaper.
Yeah, this is Reaper, dude. We're gonna build the biggest booternet out there.
A Booternet. I like that name.
I'm gonna make a server side and I'm gonna name it Booternet. I'm about to infect some Akamai servers, Pop-Tart. I just built a new exploit.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, I got all I need. I'll say this
If
one
this
last
works-
time before I leave. The fact
Oh,
that there is
leave?
an active hacking threat, all documented, authorities have been contacted. If they do not act before I do, I have the legal rights to hunt you down across the world and execute you. And if the hacker threat is active by the time I get there, you're dead. Every one of you who's involved in this shit.
Yeah, bitch.
Okay? And I will be quoting this when I come for you.
I know you want to come for me, you faggot ass bitch.
What's up, man? What's up, Smurf?
I'm just documenting and reporting on what I see. To justify what I'm going to do to every single one of these little shit hackers.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I will come after every single active hacker threat and I will execute every single one of you across the world. And I will be replaying all your laughter and shit back on live stream while I do it.
Oh man. So when did you find Anonymous? Like, you know, when did you create it?
Well, in 1999, I came up with the idea. It's in my story. It was when I was almost died. In 1999, I fought back with my last breath, and I kept going and going, and I decided to do this. And my health got a bit better over time. And by 2000, the next year, not that long after, I think it was like late 1999. So 2000, I got the internet, and in 2001, Anonymous became a big movement. In 2002, we made the logo. In 2003, it was brought to 4chan against my wishes. Some of us are actually talking about this earlier. People who actually know these things that happen. Sorry?
I was told that Anonymous was started by, what's his name? I think it's Sabu.
Someone just joined in. I couldn't hear over. I'm hearing echoing. Can you say again?
My apple, please.
I had your volume down. I couldn't hear. So yeah, Watson is. You're all being incoherent. If you've got a question, ask a coherent question.
I'm
answer.
actually trying to talk right now.
Now, guys, y'all can learn a lot from him. Be right.
Okay, so Watson asked a question. I'm trying to answer if I can get a chance to answer.
I've always known that, I've been told that, I think, I don't know how to pronounce it, Sabu and, three others from 4chan are the people who started Anonymous.
Yeah, that's all bullshit. Sabu was never anonymous. He was a degenerate piece of shit, and Jeremy Hammond was no hero. They went around vandalizing websites, stalking and bullying people, and doing all kinds of degenerate shit. They were not heroes.
Well,
they
who
never
don't
were.
do that?
Let me speak. They were going around causing. They were basically terrorists who pretty much should be executed. They're criminals of the scum of the worst kind. They were not anonymous. They sympathised with Anonymous because they worshipped the power that I wielded and that I taught to my followers. They worshipped my power. They lived in my shadow. They were never anonymous. They sympathised with Anonymous. Like Aaron Swartz, for example. People think Aaron Swartz was anonymous. He was never anonymous. He just because it's just people associate things that have nothing to do with it. So all this 4chan stuff had nothing to do with Anonymous. It was brought to 4chan, and a second generation corrupted, and this is why you have two versions. You have the green man wearing a business suit, a green man degenerate troll wearing a professional business suit. This is the real professional Anonymous versus the bunch of degenerate shit who know nothing about anything. I actually had a long chat with some people about this who actually know what I'm talking about earlier. You look this stuff up. You look at my stuff. You look into my history. You look at the events in history that I refer to.
You don't threaten to kill folks.
Yes, I do threaten to kill folks. If you go, let me make this clear, and if I need to mute you to say this, I'll fucking mute you. I'll mute you then. I'm going to mute you because you've got nothing. You're just going to interrupt. Okay, Rebel, I'm not going to. I've muted you. You've lost your chance. Okay, so if people go around making hacking threats, I've said this over and over again. If you want to go do this to your own buddies and shit, I don't care. But if you go and make a hacker threat, a hacking threat against the innocent and vulnerable, I will come after you and I will kill you. If you want to complain about it, complain and whine like squeal like a little piggy on live stream while I do it. I'm under the United Nations Convention's laws to do this. I have the legal right to do this, and your government must either assist me in doing this or catch you before I do. You want to cry victim, squeal like a piggy on camera, be my guest. It's not going to stop me.
Okay,
you go around threatening to hack people, you are threatening more than their life, you are threatening their legacy. People build a legacy across their whole lives. They invest and sacrifice their lives for their legacy. Their legacy is worth more than their life. When you threaten to hack someone, you are threatening them with more than their life. What you're doing is worse than pointing a gun at someone and threatening to steal their wallet. Mugging them for their wallet.
So, Taryn, what exactly do you think sparked all this, these threats and all this, violence that's been happening towards you and others?
Well, maybe you should look into it and ask why.
No, I'm asking, in your opinion, what do you think happened that made all this happen?
A bunch of degenerate scumbag vandal filth on the internet realised that Big Daddy's come to clean house, and they're shitting themselves. And they know I'm coming for every single one of them. These are scum who have operated in my name for a long time, that I've allowed to happen for a reason, and now I'm here to clean house. And now they are shitting themselves over it. I will personally remove on live stream every one of these scum from the face of the earth. If you want to turn yourselves in and the others in and save your own life in the process, be my BS. If you want to dob yourself into the FBI and shit and go to prison before I catch you and save your life, by all means do so. Do so before I get you. You have no right to defend yourself. You go around making hacker threats, you're threatening someone's legacy. This is not the same as threatening to egg someone's house or something. This is just like vandalizing one photo. When you threaten to hack someone, you are threatening supreme powers to do a lot of evil things. You make the threat, it's too late, your life is over.
I mean, it could be an ethical hack.
Ethical hacking does not involve talking about raping and killing children and plotting mass terrorist attacks and shit. You don't go around bullying and people and saying this is ethical. There's nothing ethical on what any of you have done. There's nothing ethical about it. There is no justification for it. There is no defense of it. You are pure evil, and every one of you who is involved in this shit, and anyone who stands in my way, will die. And guess what? I'm not the only one. I've got a lot of people who believe in me and what I'm doing. And they may get to you before I do.
Do you think solving evil with more evil is going to fix an issue?
Killing terrorists is not evil. It is good. I would rather get my hands dirty than have a dirty soul. If I need to reach down into sewage to save an animal and get my hands dirty, I'll do it. Sometimes you need to get your hands dirty to keep a clean soul.
Okay.
There is no excuse, no justification. I've heard all this shit before. You do this shit, you own the consequences, and I'm coming for the lot of you. Let's see you try and stop me. Let's see you try and whine like a little piggy about it. Let's see what happens. They got nothing to say. This shit is totally unacceptable. You don't go around bullying, stalking, and threatening to hack people. It's worse than threatening to mug someone at gunpoint. And I'm not going to put up with it. Oh, actually, Jay, you didn't threaten to hack me, but you jumped along with it and you supported it. I have screenshots of you laughing about it and you think this is funny. You joined in over and over again. You need to get an ass kicking for this. Don't blame it on autism. You need to get an ass kicking. You didn't threaten to hack me, but you did some really evil shit over and over, and you need to get your ass kicked over it. What you did was fucking sick and unacceptable. Don't say I'm the bad one. You're the bad guy here. You did evil shit, unacceptable shit. You took part in all these people who are promoting raping and children and shit, and you think this is funny? It's not fucking funny. Own your shit. You did this, not me. Own your shit. Stop blaming on an autism. Own your shit. I've done nothing wrong here. I stood up to people who are doing terrorism and shit. I stood up to a bunch of cyber terrorists and bullies going around driving people to suicide. I warned you. If you want to get in my way and join this shit, I'll deal with you as well. I'm the good guy here. You chose to side with the bad guys. Own your shit. Don't blame me, don't blame anyone else, and don't squeal like a piggy. You're not in the way. Yes, you are. I've got screenshots of this shit. I just showed screenshots of you promoting this shit. Thinking it's funny. It's not funny. Going around hacking for people, bullying people, stalking people, stealing, vandalism and all this shit. It's fucking criminal, and hacking is the worst. It is worse than threatening to kill someone. Own your shit. Stop making excuses. Own your shit. It's not acceptable. Never acceptable, and I will stop it myself in person. What you've done is wrong. It is totally unacceptable. Don't go blaming me. You did wrong. You did wrong. You did this. Not me. I just stood up to it. Yes, you don't think I found it anonymous, and if you wanted to debate me in a civilized debate, by all means, I've been trying to debate people for days. But what you did, you joined in this evil stalking terrorism and shit. You took part in terrorism. Own your shit. You didn't give me a voice, I gave you a voice. You've been riding on my voice. Is this acceptable? Own your shit.
I haven't done any... Yeah, listen to me. Can I talk?
Do you find that funny? Yes or no?
Please.
Do you find that funny?
No, I don't find it...
Then why are you joining in and laughing about it and talking shit over and over and joining in with this shit for a whole day now? Why are you... Don't pretend you're not a part of this.
A hacker.
Why? No, you haven't threatened to hack me, but you've joined in this shit. You've promoted this shit. You've sided with this evil shit. You've chosen this. You've chosen the side of evil. You haven't directly threatened to hack me, but you've supported it and you've taken part in it. This is like with Muslims. A radical Muslim wants to behead you. A moderate Muslim wants a radical Muslim to behead you. They'll hide them in their basement. They'll feed them and fund them and give them the sword. but they won't do the deed. You haven't done the deed, but you have threatened to do the deed against other people in the past, and I've told you not to do it. I will not chill. I will never trill. When people go around threatening people's legacy, I stop that shit. And if I need to kill someone doing it, I'll fucking kill them, and I'll kill anyone who gets in my way. You do this shit, you own the fucking consequences. Don't blame me and squeal like a piggy when justice comes. Own your shit. If you want to learn from your ways now and correct your ways and own up to your shit and stop doing it, first stop doing it and then start making up for the shit you've done. Don't keep crying victim. Don't pretend that I'm the bad one and that you're innocent. You're not innocent. You're the bad one. I'm the good one. And you need to stop. You still haven't stopped doing it. So stop. Choose to stop doing it right now. Choose to fight against them. No one threatened me. I just showed you a screenshot of people threatening to hack me, and you're laughing about it, you little shit. And I just recorded a video of them live streaming it. Stop lying. Stop crying victim. Stop it. You're still doing it right fucking now. Stop it. I just sent a screenshot. You're denying what's in the very screenshot. 2 posts above. You're still lying. Can you see it? It is right above. I keep sending it over and over. Stop pretending it's not there. It is right in front of you. You have been involved in this for a whole day now. Yes, you said LOL. When someone, if I threaten to rape children, to rape and kill children, and then someone says, ha ha ha, that's funny, don't pretend you're responding to something else. Stop lying. Stop fucking lying. Own your shit. I don't care if he can't hack. I take it seriously. If you go around saying I'm going to rape and kill children, but you don't mean it, that's not trolling. If I go on this plane and say I've got a bomb, I'm going to kill everyone, and say ha ha, I'm only joking, that's not fucking funny. That's fucking sick. You go to prison for 10 years for doing that shit. It's not okay. It's not okay. Own your shit.
Not loud, because I knew that kid wasn't going to hack you. He's got no skills. I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at him.
I don't find that funny. I don't find that funny.
Bro.
You have trust on me since you sided with them, and you trust on me too. And you've been doing it for a whole day, and you're still fucking lying about it. You are still lying about it. You're still doing this evil. I can only open you a door to stop close the door to evil and open the door to good, but I can't push you through it, and you're still banging on the evil door. You're still fucking lying. I didn't know. I didn't go nuts. I'm not the one who went nuts. See? Stop making me out to be the bad guy. I'm the good guy here. You are the bad guy. Stop crying victim. Stop calling me silly names. Own your shit. You're the one who confessed yourself that you lost the plot and went nuts. That's your excuse. I'm autistic. No, you're being a fucking asshole. It's not autism. It's you being a fucking asshole. Own your shit and stop doing it. Stop doing it. You're still doing it. You are still doing it. Right now. You just still doing it. Own your shit. See, now you're going to say, oh, shall I go away? No, stop running away. Stop all the... Own your shit. You're still doing it. I am sorry, bro. Okay, that's a beginning. I am sorry. What are you sorry for? That's a start. It's a first step. What are you sorry for? You were just trolling. Thank you. You finally started to say, see, when you start being honest and doing the right thing, I'm not a werewolf who's going to eat you up when you do the right thing. When you take the right path, I'll help you. Yes, I'm untrollable. Okay, so you said, I'm sorry, bro. I was just trolling. You said you were untrollable. And then laugh out loud. Yeah. Don't laugh about this. It's not funny. So you're sorry. I was just right. So you're saying you're trolling. Trolling, when people are talking about hacking and shit, like it's no different than threatening murder and shit, like threatening to rape and kill children. If someone threatens to rape and kill children and you troll, you don't troll that. That's not trolling. If I go up to someone and say, I'm going to rape your children and shit, and laugh about it, that's not funny. That's not humour. That's evil pretending. That's evil who does evil shit, and then when they're caught red-handed, who just take a back foot and say, oh, I was just trolling. No, you're evil piece of shit doing evil pieces of shit. So you're still not owning your shit. Understand when you're saying you're trolling, that's not a justification. An ISIS member can go and behead people and say, oh, I was just trolling you. The harm's done. It's not funny. It's not fucking funny. And as you said, the last thing you said you're untrollable. Yes, I am untrollable. What you're doing is not trolling. Stop pretending it is. It's not trolling, and it's illegitimate. Calling it trolling doesn't make it legitimate. Okay? I am untrollable. What happened was not trolling. I just recorded a live stream of this shit that was going on. I've been documenting everything. This is not funny. When you go around, for example, you don't even know, this started with someone saying that they've killed 300 people and they're going to kill more, and they're real serious about it and they're trying to justify it. That shit's not acceptable. None of this is acceptable. To say that to try and justify it by saying you're trolling, that makes it worse. So you're still not owning your shit, and you're trying to justify it by saying trolling. Yeah, you said sorry, yes. But then you said you try and justify it. Straight away you try and justify it by saying trolling. That is not trolling. You were not trolling. You were doing evil shit, and you just pretend it's humour. For example, an ISIS member will behead an innocent Christian, and they'll think it's funny. Is that legitimate humour, or is that some fucking sicko evil shit? Is that acceptable humour? Someone can laugh at someone falling down the stairs just due to clumsiness. And another person will laugh because, hey, I'm a black man and he's a white man, and I enjoy seeing white men suffer because I'm racist. Two different things going on. I will accept your apology only when you start owning your shit. You still haven't started owning your shit. When you own your shit, admit what you've done, face what you've done, admit it, exactly what you've done, what is wrong, and show by an example that you have. Prove that you have changed your ways. You've done none of that yet. You've done none of that yet. You're still trying to justify it. It's like someone who rapes a child and kills them, and then instead of owning their shit, they just try and justify it. The fact that you try and justify that shit makes it worse. You're still making it worse. Will you admit that what you were doing was not humour? It was something very sadistic. Saying that one screenshot of you laughing about that, it's not a valid justification, and this is just one screenshot of things that have been going on since yesterday. This is not one-off. You've been sitting there trashing on me with the rest of them. You've also been making an argument, a very feeble argument, about me not being the founder of Anonymous, which we've already gone through the evidence, and it's a refuted argument already, but you've gone through a refuted argument on top of that. If that argument wasn't dealt with in the past, it will be a legitimate argument. The fact that you're repeating claims that have been refuted makes it an illegitimate argument. So you're not actually making an argument, you're just using it as smear. But on top of that, that's just a part of what you're doing. You are trashing on me with the rest of them. Were you? I have not changed. I have not changed. You have revealed your evil colours. I said in the beginning, there's good and evil in everyone. And it's a matter of which direction are you going and which dominates, the good or the evil. That there's going to be, when you engage me, there's going to be a battle inside you. You're going to see things about you that you didn't like, and you're going to choose whether good or evil reigns. You're good. Good people don't go laughing about like child rape and shit like that. Good people don't laugh at that. Good people don't troll. Evil people troll. There's no such thing as a troll who is a good person. It's fucking sick. It is not acceptable. Good people don't do that shit. No, I will not leave this. See, now you want to run away. You're still not owning your shit. You're still you try and justify it. You lie, then you try and justify it, then you make an excuse, then you want to run away. You are still not owning your shit. You want me to forgive you of something that you're still doing it. It's like someone steals your wallet. You walk away you say sorry, while you walk away with their wallet. You give the wallet back, and then you compensate them for it, and you start doing something to stop that from happening to others in the future. Saying sorry doesn't
Hey man, what do you
mean
want
nothing.
me to do?
Sorry?
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, bro?
I want you to own your shit and stop doing it. You are still doing it. Is trolling legitimate or not? Is this acceptable?
Bro, this is how I was grown up as Anon.
So you're still making excuses. Look at how I grew up. Look at my life story, which you haven't watched yet. I grew up in the hell of hells, and I always had a moral compass. Whatever anyone did to you is irrelevant. You choose your path in life. You choose your moral compass. It doesn't matter what anyone else did to you growing up. It is irrelevant. You own this shit. You own your actions. You and you alone. It doesn't matter what you grew up with or anything else. And I don't care about your version of Anonymous. I don't care the people you're around. You own your shit. You doing evil in the name of Anonymous doesn't make it good. Evil is evil. Good is good. Trolling is evil.
Che, you know I'm not fucking evil. Don't give me that shit.
Give you what shit? What have I done wrong now? What have I done wrong?
Done anything like
Give you what shit? What shit am I saying?
it. You know I'm not evil. Don't give me that
You've
shit.
chosen evil. You've become evil. You chose this. Own it. If you don't like what you see within yourself, stop fucking doing it, and you're still fucking doing it. You're still doing it. You still aren't owning your shit. It's jumping from, it's an accusation, it's a name call, it's running away, it's a justification. It's like a Muslim who tries to justify having a child bride. The fact that you do this makes it worse. You're still not owning your shit. You're still doing it. Trolling is evil. It is not okay. Doing it in the name of Anonymous makes it worse. Trying to say that it's good and trying to justify it makes it worse. It is evil. It is unacceptable. Trolling, you should call it what it really is. It's bullying, stalking, harassment, vandalism and shit.
I was never gonna hack you or anything.
No, I never said you were going to hack. You didn't. I said before, you didn't threaten to hack me, but you took part in their shit.
Well, I just said laughing out loud. That's all I did.
It's not acceptable. It's just one screenshot of what went on all day. Are you denying the rest? Should I go through logs of screenshots and which will just deny and make excuses and justify that too? Your own words, you said that you were trolling.
Yesterday you told me, "Oh, I'm untrollable. Anyone can."
Yes, I'm untrollable. I'm not being successfully trolled here, am I?
Oh, because you're triggering. You're going fucking nuts on everyone.
I'm going nuts. I'm not the one promoting mass murder, child rape and shit. I'm standing up to that shit. I'm not going nuts. I'm the one producing arguments. I've been producing arguments. Even now, I've been in PMs with people who I have won over and reasoned with, and I'm having reasonable arguments. I'm not trying to justify evil shit. I'm the reasonable one here. I'm not the one who has gone nuts. I'm standing up to evil shit that other people say this is fucking disgusting. And this is fucking disgusting and unacceptable. I'm drawing a line of evil shit that is totally unacceptable that you're taking part in and you're still doing it. You're still not owning your shit.
I'm here with you. I'm talking to.
You're not
If I was
talking to
still
me. You're
doing
just,
it, I wouldn't be talking to you.
but, you're still not owning your shit. I mean, it's always a diversion and a justification and an attack. You're never owning your shit. It's always one tactic after another. You still, right this moment, you still haven't owned your shit. I'm waiting for you to own your shit.
What I was going to say is, I will watch those videos and give you the time of day. I'll watch every one and then I'll give you my verdict.
Thank you, but that still doesn't make what's happened this past day right.
But bro, you're going around making big claims and these people are quite old.
What claims?
Anon claims. It's not going to get you friends.
I claimed that I'm the founder of Anonymous. I went through a series of radio shows with you. I went through a series of radio shows with you. I went through expansive evidence. I proved everything. I gave countless hours of evidence that you refused to go through. You refused to even go through. You still haven't gone through it, and you're making claims about things that you admit you don't even have any knowledge of. I was speaking to two people here earlier who know the shit that I'm talking about, the pre-4chan Anonymous stuff. People who are witnesses to this stuff. You have no justification for your claim, and all you're doing is making lies and excuses to continue doing this evil trolling shit. Don't call it trolling. When you're stalking, harassing, engaging in terrorism and shit, call terrorism for what it is. A terrorist is a terrorist. It's not trolling. It's not humour.
Shut up, I'm not a terrorist. Don't
I won't shut up. I won't shut up. Own your shit. You're still doing it. Own your shit. Still waiting for you to own your shit. Right now.
I'm not a terrorist. That's fucking disgusting what you just...
The fact that you've engaged in terrorism, you've taken part in this shit, that makes you an accessory to terrorism, and you've taken part, that makes you legally a terrorist. Own your shit and stop doing it. No, I don't want you to kill yourself. I want you... See, it's always an excuse. Instead of owning your shit, you would kill yourself before owning your shit. Fucking coward. Own your shit. I'm not telling you to kill yourself. I'm not telling you to run away. I'm not telling you to troll. I'm telling you to stop doing that. So face it and own your shit. Stop making excuses, any excuse to run away from it. Own your shit.
Okay, man, I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry.
Okay, what are you sorry about? Jay, what are you sorry about? Yes, look, what Jedi just said. That's a perfect way of saying, be the love you were meant to be. You weren't born this way. You admit that you got messed up as a child, right? And we've talked about that. But you started blaming other people for that. No, this is your doing. No one else did this. This is your doing, your choice. And you've never owned your shit. And it's just gone toxic, and you've got involved in this trolling, degenerate shit for a long time, and you've done a lot of evil, and you still haven't, you're just disconnected from the consequences of your actions. What he just said, be the love you are meant to be. You weren't meant to be this toxic. It doesn't have to be this way. This is why I'm trying to tell you to own your shit, because I'm trying to fucking save you, dude. Yes, he said, it's what Jedi just said, everyone has good in them. If I thought there was no good in you, I would never have anything to do with you. I think that most, if not all people, have at least some degree of good in them. But I can't save everyone. I can probably save most, if at best, with a lot of hard work. I'm trying to save you, Jay. Like, I'll just give you an example, right? If you have a child who starts doing really messed up shit, right? You discipline them, you try and show them morality and truth, the value of morality and truth. If they go and doing all this trolling shit online and threatening to hack and laughing about it, like if you had a son that did that shit, what would you do? Would you put him in his place for his own good? You punish him for his own good. You're trying to help him. I'm trying to help you because you're doing shit that's not okay. I'm trying to help you, dude. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm not trying to attack you. I'm trying to get you to face what you're doing so that you can stop. I'm not trying to do this to condemn you and put you into a dirt. I'm trying to raise you up. I'm trying to show you this shit's not acceptable. You need to stop doing it. You need to own it and completely change your direction.
Maybe I should get off Discord and just take a break,
If you need to think about this and talk later, as I said, I keep saying, I'm available as much as possible, but you need to own your shit, think about this stuff, things that are not okay, things that you've been taught you've been drilled into this culture of shit online that's really toxic and unacceptable that you don't do in real life, but people do it online, it's okay. It's not okay. Realize that. People who do this stuff have been doing this for a long time and they don't realise how fucked up it is. It's not okay to do this shit. Trolling is not okay.
Well, I've only ever trolled as in a lulz way, as in a joke. I've never hurt anyone or been malicious.
Yes, for example, remember the stuff we said about Kevin? I said don't fight back, don't play his own game. I asked you guys
That's
to do
malicious.
something. What? Sorry?
I'm not like that.
Yes, but you wanted to fight back
malicious,
out of
I'm not like
vengeance
that.
and anger and power and stuff like that. And I said, don't go that path. If you do what I asked you to do, I can help you. But if you go fight back and do this censorship war, I can't help you.
I stopped.
Yes, you stopped.
Stopped.
See,
I listened to.
there's an important point here I'm trying to get you to understand. He's trolling is fucking sick. It's not okay. It's not just a little bit bad. It's very bad. This is like stalking and bullying and shit. People commit suicide over this shit all the time. I've dealt with so many people who have been trolled to suicide over and over. I haven't been able to save all of them. I go to sleep every night thinking, if I stayed awake, I might be able to save another life from this shit. I've dealt with a lot of people who've been driven to suicide and their lives have been destroyed by harmless trolling. It's not harmless.
I know, I'm sorry.
So do you understand there's a difference between good humour and trolling? Trolling's like stalking and bullying and shit. That's not funny. So do you realise you've crossed a line you didn't know that you crossed? I understand that. I don't blame you for that because it's culture is so fucked up that people are born into this shit. That 100 years ago they wouldn't find this acceptable. They would be horrified at this. But we're born into this shit, and there is a defense one can make that they didn't know any better. And people get introduced as children, especially young teenagers and stuff on the internet, especially the 4chan shit, and they get into this shit and they don't know. They go downwards slowly and they don't know how far they've fallen. 10 years on, they're completely batshit evil and they don't even realize it. They think they're the person that started. They have this idea of themselves in the past and they don't know how far they've fallen. And what I'm saying is you have fallen into places, very dark places that you don't realize you've fallen. And when I'm saying own your shit, I'm trying to get you to face it, to realize it's not okay. And it doesn't have to be that way. You can stop doing it. I'm not trying to attack you, I'm trying to help you. And if you want to be reasonable, I've got all the time in the world for you, okay?
You're not going to kill me, yeah?
No, I'm not going to kill you. See, this is where I need to explain something here. So remember I had to talk to you before how you jump to conclusions and you don't know how to handle things and you go into, you play with the Megatron thing and it's because you don't know how to handle the situation, right? You don't know what to do.
Yeah, I got really spun up
I understand. Now, there's certain life lessons that you never learned when you're, probably because of some trauma that happened when you're young, right? You never learned some certain life lessons. You shielded yourself, you curled up into a ball and you protected yourself and you never exposed yourself to things that everyone else got exposed to. And then because of that, there was some toughening up that you never got. This can happen all different reasons. I understand this. And in order to break out of your shell like this, there needs to be a lot of courage, and the only hope of breaking that shell is inspiration. And this is why things like my story, it's what my story is about, is to try to inspire people enough to come out of their shell and brave the fire. Like, it's okay to get hurt. It's not going to kill you. It's a good thing. Suffering can be a good thing. And people put themselves in a shell. They're trying to protect themselves, and they do this since a child, and it gets all toxic and messed up. It's not autism. It's you went into your shell when you're young, and you never came out of it.
Maybe you're right.
See, you have this idea that you can never be like everyone else, that you're beneath everyone else, that you've got this disability, this problem. And I'm saying, no.
I am.
Yeah,
People take my pages and shit. I lost 2 fucking pages.
I know.
People
You get
always
trashed on
fucking
for being
try.
autistic and all that, like you're a lesser person, right? Like you're a half of a person.
People pick on me.
Yeah, well, I don't do that.
pick on
And
me because
I've done the total opposite. I've gone the other way. I'm saying, no, you're not disabled.
No.
You're just scared. Deep down, you're scared and you're hiding in a shell. That's what it is. And I'm saying that if I can get you to come out of your shell, to own your shit, the bad stuff you've done, by owning it doesn't mean that, I'm going to prison for forever, I'm going to hell forever. I'm not trying to send you to hell. I'm trying to get you to face stuff that's not okay and to change direction. So if I can get you to come out of your shell and start owning things that you've done, you can't, look, everyone's got a haunted past. We can't change that. But what we can do, we can look back in our past and we can say, I did some really messed up things, and I've come to realise now I've finally faced what I've actually done, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to make up for it. And this is a good thing. This is a driving force that can make someone into a better person than they could have been otherwise. This is when people learn from their mistakes. In the end, it can be a better thing than it could have been otherwise. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can learn from this and become stronger than all these people who criticise you. If you do it right, if you courageously come out of your shell, start owning it.
You're right. Maybe I think people take my pages and make me angry, and then I troll to try and get the stuff out of me.
Yeah. So you see, there's stuff to what I'm saying.
Bro, I've lost a lot of pages. I know. People have
Look,
done a lot of bad shit to me.
Jay, like I'm the one behind the Manhattans, right? I've got like dozens of Manhattan accounts that have all been deleted. Like they did this shit to me in my Manhattans like you wouldn't believe. We had to do all kinds of networking phone shit that happened just to try and get accounts to go past checkpoints and shit. I know what's happening to you with that censorship stuff. It's happening to us all. It's going to get worse too. Like I'm every day I see shit on the news and Facebook and stuff. Like Tommy Robertson just got banned. Someone else just got Jared Taylor just got completely banned from Europe. He comes from Europe and he's banned from his own home country and shit. It's all getting out of control. And what I'm saying is it's all getting out of control because no one is owning that shit. If people start owning that shit and realizing they're doing things that are not okay, then they can stop doing it. And once they stop doing it, where do I go from here? Well, you can learn from it and make up for it and try to make up for it. No one can ever make up for anything they've done wrong, but you can use that as driving force to never forget. I'm
a troll because I'm fucking angry that I've got fucking autism and my life is shit. Is that okay? Does that make you?
Yes, as I said, autism is no excuse. Own it. You don't have a disability. That's what I've been saying. You're not half a person. You don't have a disability. You're just hiding in a shell. You're scared. That's what it is.
How do I own it then? Explain to me what I can do to change. How do I own it?
Yeah, okay. First, do you realise that the difference between humour and trolling? I love humour. You've seen I do all kinds of weird memes and shit. Being offensive in humour and stuff, that's all good. I say push limits on that. That's good. But when you go into trolling, this is like stalking and bullying and shit and driving people to suicide and thinking it's funny and going on saying I'm going to rape children and shit and laughing about it. That's
any of that.
Yeah, but you see, there's two different worlds here, right? You see the two different worlds. One's really evil and one's good, tasteful humour. Even bad humour. Bad humour is okay. But one's humour. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not a fucking evil bully. I'm not. You know I'm not.
I'm trying to help you because there is good in you.
I'm not an evil bully.
I'm saying that there is good in you, but I'm saying that evil has fucked shit up and it's been taken over, and it took over this past day, and I'm saying good can take over and rule. I'm trying to help you. So, do you understand the difference between humour and being completely fucking evil? Because being completely fucking evil and calling it trolling is what people do. It's not humour. They think it's funny. They enjoy seeing innocent people suffer. These are like psychopaths who enjoy seeing innocent people. They like torturing animals and shit, and they think that's funny. That's not funny, is it? Do you see the two different worlds I'm talking about? One's real humour and one's fake humour, pretending to be humour. There's a big chasm of line. It's not just a line, there's a big chasm between the two. And people don't know, they slowly cross that line. It happens in little steps. As people say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. No, it's paved with little steps of little compromises. You take a little compromise here, a little compromise there, and you don't realise 10 years on how far you've gone downhill. That's the road to hell.
Most of my trolling is just having a laugh. Just harmless, but...
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff that I've seen you do is harmless, but then you get angry and then you do some nasty stuff, right? But learn to separate. This is the disconnect that I keep saying. Learn to separate humour from evil shit. Look, there's a clear line between the two. Just you understand. You need to know the line between the two sides there, between humour and evil.
Killed himself when he was 18.
Who did? You just cut out. Can you say it again?
My mate.
Your neighbour?
My friend. He died. Yeah.
What from?
Shit.
Sorry, you just cut out. Say it again.
For being a shit to him.
By giving shit to him? Who gave shit to him?
Well, people were just being a shit to him, you know.
Okay,
like
so they were basically trolling him and stuff like that?
Online and...
So did he commit suicide from trolling?
And girl shit as well. I don't know, it's just, you know, he's one of my best friends.
I've known a lot of people who some of them I've saved from suicide, some of them I've got to too late, who all this internet trolling and shit has destroyed their lives. Those who have survived have never recovered. Really, so much harm. And the people who do this, who cross the line and pretend otherwise, they're just like completely psychotic, and they don't even know it. This is what I call the massive psychosis on the internet. Like the way I keep saying is, what people do in person is no different to what you do on the internet.
Jeremy, can I ask you something? I want to be an ethical hacker. I don't want to be a bad hacker. I want to get a job where I get bugs.
Yeah, you want to work with computer stuff, security and stuff like that, and as a force of good. Is that what you're saying? You're kind of cutting out here, and I think you said yeah.
Science, yeah. I want to do a computer science course.
Okay, because when it comes to computers and stuff, there's like a whole universe, not a world, but a universe of all kinds of things you can do. And
I don't want to go black hat. I don't want to go dark. I'd rather be a grey hat and white.
People have different definitions of the hats. It is important to understand what different hats really should mean, because people get confused with what's what. But do you want to be one of the good guys or the bad guys? Because you can't play both. You can't be on the fence.
I want to be a good guy, man.
I can help if you really want to. I can help you become a good guy. It's not going to happen straight away, but I'll spend 12 days with you for 6 months, 12 hours a day days with you for 6 months if you want to work on being a good person. As I keep saying to people, for now I've got as much time available to anyone as much as possible. I don't ask for anything in return. I'm trying to help people become better people, and I'm trying to help this world become a better place. And I don't ask for anything in return. I don't want any special honor or respect over it. I'm just trying to do my mission. That's it. I'm just trying to help people. So I can help you if you're willing to sit down and listen. We can go through this stuff. Things that are difficult to face, like we just did, about what a cross-line of trolling and stuff, differentiating humour from evil. I'll give you an example, right? Let's have a go. I just get like an outrageous. Okay, so like here's a meme, right? Of boobs in the back. Back boobs. Okay, so someone might say that's like trolling fat people. It's not. There's a legitimate joke to be made here, right? And the fact that this person is not wearing any clothes on that seat, and they're so fat, despite that, this isn't necessarily shaming them for just being fat. This person deserves to be made fun of. People deserve to be made fun of all the time, and it's a good thing. But if you take someone who isn't doing something stupid like that, and they've earned their humiliation, If you take an innocent person and you're like a predator hunting for prey, you're looking for the vulnerable to pick on and bully and shit, that's a completely different world. So there can be lines where humour gets like it's untasteful, but that's okay. You know, there's a bit of a grey area of what's tasteful and untasteful humour. It's all good. But when you go into like real evil shit, people take little steps. Yeah, it's like this. When you see graphic violence, like people don't want to see blood and guts and shit everywhere of humans being tortured and shit. There's a reason why, because sensitivity to that stuff. If you it's banned for a reason. It's not just because it's offensive, but if you get sensitized to that stuff, you get used to it. Your morals and everything, you start accepting that as normal. So it happens in little steps. People get fucked up in little steps over a long period of time, and that's what this 4chan shit. This is actually my movie. All this 4chan shit that you got into, you're a perfect example of this. You got led astray by the wrong crowd, and you took these little steps in the wrong direction, and you didn't know how far you'd fallen. So I can bring it back if you're willing to do it. So realize that all this trolling shit is not okay.
I need to stop trolling.
Sorry?
I need to stop trolling.
No, what I'm saying is,
trolling.
learn to have good humor, and learn the difference between humor and just trying to fuck with people. Because making fun.
I don't
of
think
people,
that you need to stop trolling. Can I say something real quick, Taryn? I've been on
sure.
mute. I don't think that you even need to stop trolling, because some trolling is necessary, or we couldn't hunt the monsters that are out there.
Yeah,
We
but
all
this
know
is-
that too. I think that when you get triggered, bro, this is to JC. When you get triggered, step away for a second, take deep breaths, come back later. You know what I'm saying, and see what's up. And that's all I got to say. I'm muting back out. One love. I'm the light.
So what I'm saying with trolling, what she's talking about trolling, I think she really means like humor, like making fun of people. Making fun of people is a good thing especially when it's earned, right? That's all good, and I'm all for that. But when you're fucking with people, you're like just trying to fuck with people in a malignant, evil way. That's something a completely different world apart. Learn to differentiate between the two. Because this is where this massive global psychosis happens. Because people think that they're doing one. They may have started out doing one, and then they go to 4chan and they see some really sick shit on 4chan, and they get used to seeing this stuff as though it's normal, and they take little steps downwards, and they all the way to hell, and they don't realize they're in hell. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So learn. This is how you break the psychosis. Learn. Face it all, the things that are hard to face. Learn the difference between humour and just fucking with people. Because fucking with people
Sarah
is not
sounded
okay.
really upset.
Sorry?
Sarah sounded really upset.
Oh, she had something happened earlier. Like locally to her. Nothing to do with anything here. Jay. The best thing I can
No,
ask
I was
you to...
shouting about what he just did.
Jay, the best thing I can ask you to do, as I said before, is realize the difference between trolling and humour, and just it's okay. Humour's okay. Don't fuck with people. Fucking with people is not okay, and know the difference between the two. Don't get disconnected. After that, when you realise that, I would like you to watch my movie so that you learn the real Anonymous, the pure, moral Anonymous, not this corrupted version of Anonymous. And you'll see things that I've been trying to, for like almost a year now, I've been trying to get you to listen to this story. You still haven't got through it. So, as soon as you can, go through this story in bits or whatever, how long it takes you. You'll learn a completely different way of doing things. And hopefully you'll get inspired enough that you'll come out of your shell. I'm trying to raise up the good in you.
I'm not gonna fucking troll anymore.
I'm not saying don't use humour, because humour is very valuable and good, but learn the difference between trolling and humour.
I think what you need to realise though is that you were gonna have a battle on your hands when you come out with like.
Yes, I know. I did
Founder of
say,
something.
I did
There's gonna
say
be a
this.
lot of people.
Sorry, say it again.
There's gonna be a lot of people.
Yeah, so Jay, I did
a lot
say
of
that I was
people that
prepared
don't-
for battles, and that I've got a long history of battles. Did I not say that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so
you
I've,
did actually say
if
that.
you actually go through my movie, I've actually got stories of all these battles I've done in the past. Fighting black hats and shit, I've done this for a long time. I've fought evil forces far worse than that. I've been tortured, imprisoned and tortured for a year by the government. I've seen the worst of the worst. And I do what I do so that others don't have to see what I've seen. But there's nothing anyone can do to me that hasn't already been done to me. I'm not intimidated by the worst anyone can do to me.
So this Wikipedia stuff saying that Anon started on 4chan is wrong, yeah?
Yes, it's wrong. Now me and Jedi, and I think Sarah heard some of it before. I actually went through this, and Sarah and Jedi, they have knowledge of things that happened before 4chan. They can verify some of this themselves. And if Jedi, Sarah's like got a mute, but Jedi, can you confirm about there was this sincere professional thing before 4chan? Can you just confirm to Jay so that he gets some credibility to this? If you're there, Jedi.
Oops, I'm here. Yep, before 4chan, it was like MSN and AOL and Yahoo, and it was just about sharing love, like doing it for each other. There was no ill intention.
He was helping people and stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah. This is that random act of kindness movement stuff that I say in my story. And Sarah mentions things regarding wearing suits and stuff like that. This, like, we started out with the suit before we had the symbol. So what Jedi just said, Jay, about MSN chat, I can give you precise details. I started out in 2000 in the general section of MSN chat, a chat room called Still Learning to Chat. That is the birthplace of Anonymous on the internet. That very chat room in MSN chat.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said on the internet. And can I say something real quick? And I'm really glad that you just said on the internet, because he said in 2000, but I know ladies that was on the ground, fucking, you know what I'm saying, boots to it with, you know, red bow ties and legitimate fucking business suit dresses, doing stuff like, you know, Voices for the Voices and feeding the homeless and stopping shootings and other shit. So I suppose I'm a little turned up. I'll calm down and I'll be back.
Okay. So with Anonymous, like, there's Cult of the Dead Cow, and there's obviously there are things that are closely similar to Anonymous, but they're not Anonymous. And what happened, there are a lot of things that are similar and other things that are different. Anonymous, in the early days, before 4chan, all these movements and stuff, and it's in my story, it's just explained in my story, they became absorbed by Anonymous. So Anonymous didn't come from them, they were separate, and they became absorbed into Anonymous. Do you understand what I mean?
Oh, bro, I was on MSN and I had fucking Napster.
Yeah, LimeWire,
Napster,
Bearshare.
MSN,
Remember Bearshare?
MySpace.
No, this is before MySpace. But so you know all the MSN chat kind of stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
I can show you all my old MSN. I've got old MSN bots and shit that I made. I can prove all this shit.
Fuck, I wish I had my bear share still. Holy shit, that was ages ago.
Was it Kazaa? Remember Kazaa?
Zuckerberg fucking stole the platform.
I've been here. I really live here. I'm in there.
Wasn't it Kazaa that went through all those legal battles, and that was where all the piracy shit went down? Was it Kazaa that they started attacking? But yeah, I
you know
gave
what I'm
you
saying? Like my movement sisters and what I'll call my movement mom who brought me into this shit.
Yeah. So I
So
gave...
I'm not going to speak on something I don't know nothing about, so I can't validate.
So I gave a specific chat room in a specific network, and there are actually people on my Facebook profile still who are actually new from there. And I can tell the whole details. They're not even in my story. I could go for hours on this stuff. I can tell you specific times, places. Prefer not to give names, but you know, I have a very detailed story here, Jay. And I'm not making it. You know, I don't lie. I'm not making this stuff. I can tell places and all kinds of stuff. So Still Learning to Chat on MSN chat general section on page 2, because the first page was full of spam I'll show you. I'll just do a thing. This is how it operated, right? So page 1, about like 3/4 of page 1 had all these exclamation marks and all this shit just to put them at the front of the list. People would just do dodgy ones like that. So you would have to go to like the end of page 1 or into page 2, and this was in page 2, which everyone went there. You got shouted at and attacked by who? Where? What? Just give me the details. Your dad attacked and shouted at you. You woke him. He didn't punch her or anything, did he? You okay? Everything's cool? Oh, so you're saying you can't talk? You're just going to talk in text, you can't talk in voice, is that what you mean? Jay, if you can hear me, if you can't speak, just type in chat if you want to speak, and we can just talk to you through voice.
I can hear you.
Serious, Matt.
Hey, can I get a secure link to those chats so I can try to see if my sister's up? If she is, I'll send it to her and she can come in.
Where?
Send it to me private message if you want. I mean, I don't care. That's your decision.
Send what link?
A link for her to come into the voice or whatever. I don't know if she's awake. She's probably
server.
not, but I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure she'll see it tomorrow. But put her through rules and all that, just like normal.
Well, I just added a link here. I'll just give you one.
Okay.
Jay,
Thanks.
is that okay to?
I don't want to have to look for it.
I'll give you the link, and you can ask Jay if it's okay. I'll just send you it in private. That's
Okay, appreciate it.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure it is. Let me go up here to my messages and one new one. And yep, thanks. Let me see this over here.
Okay. Hey, Jay, are you still here? Can you type in chat if you're still here and you can hear? I'm not sure if you're AFK. Okay, I just wanted to I'm just not sure you're here. Obviously you can't talk because you're awake. But you can hear. I'm hearing myself on echo on Sarah.
Sorry, I'll mute up.
You know what's going to be funny? Don't you get your Alienware tomorrow, Jay? Is it tomorrow? Today. Alright. Let's see if you still use the zero key for O. Force of habit. Alright, nope, he's going to hear me. So, Jay, understand I'm trying to help you, and this trolling shit just has to stop. Like, I'm saying, do more humor, less trolling. No trolling at all. And know the difference. On top of that, I want you to listen to my story whenever you can. Go through my story, or don't skip ahead, just go through my story, and you'll learn about something that might actually inspire you, something very good. The real Anonymous, before it becomes corrupted by all that 4chan shit. You might actually believe in this version of Anonymous more. Even if you don't believe in my story, you might actually believe more in this version. Believe more in this version of Anonymous than all that toxic shit. Your page is probably going to get taken down soon anyway. Like, it's happening everywhere. Everything's getting taken down. They're trying to burn the books. That's what they're doing. They're just destroying everything. They're trying to censor everything, control everything. It's just going to get more chaotic. Like, Facebook's going down. They've lost like half their stock in like 3 days and shit. Yeah, that's what you... Unfortunately for now, that's all anyone can really do is just keep making shit. I've been trying to organise. I've been telling everyone this was coming. I've been offering solutions to all kinds of things in advance, and no one listens to me until it's too late. And they go, "Oh," but I've been saying I'll give you a video. Like, if you guys want to listen, this I'll show you right now. I'll just give a video to this, a short video. It explains what I'm trying to say. Of the solution to all this censorship, I have a solution to it, but it's going to take some work from some people. I can't do this by myself. If I could, I would, but I'm not in a position to do this myself. I can do as much as I can do on it. Just give me a sec. It's my plan video. I did this last year in a Discord campaign last year. Where is it? There we go. It wasn't long after I did this video that I ended up in hospital emergency because I was so sick. I couldn't do much work. So if you guys can look into it, this is me trying to temporarily solve this censorship problem so that people don't lose connections and stuff like that, and build from there. You know, as in response to that stuff that Matt was saying about, like, you were saying about, I said that me saying that I'm the founder and stuff, some things went down last year, and I'm used to this shit, fighting blackout wars and shit. I did say that you guys said, what if they come for you? And I said, look, they will come for me. I'll guarantee it. I'm prepared for it. I've done this for a long time. You need to be ready for when they try this shit. I'll handle it. And I said over and over, I'll handle it, and you watch how I handle it. I'll stand up to this shit. I'm not going to be intimidated by it. When you get around to watching my movie, you'll realise I've got nothing to gain, nothing to lose. There's nothing they could possibly do to me. If you're not familiar, look at what happened in the Manhattan campaign. In Anonymous Consensus Group, which was a third party made that in the name of my movie, The Consensus. In my movie, it was based on that. It was one of the big anonymous groups right now on Facebook. I had a big showdown in, was it 2016? All these black hats came and tried to wage war on me. None of my Manhattans helped me. I told them to stand aside, let me handle this alone, to prove the point. I dealt with a whole fucking army of black hats doing all their shit. And I humiliated the whole fucking lot of them. I exposed the whole network of their shit. Thor, that pictures I showed about Thor, he was a puppet in it. He was involved in the takeover of all these anonymous groups and all the shit that went down. I exposed the whole fucking lot of them, and I got them all booted out of all these Facebook groups, all the conspiracy shit they were doing. Obviously, things have degenerated for other reasons since then, but I stopped them from all getting taken down. And they waged war on me and lost. And Anon HQ went to war at me. They tried shit and got humiliated. I've got a long history of fighting this shit. I'm ready for it. And I can handle it. And that mention of love, I want to say something that's important. If you love something, you won't just say it. You won't just say the words and put on the act. You'll fight for it. And you'll die for it if you need to. See, loyalty, that's an important word, because don't be loyal to a person. Be loyal to good, not of evil. So when you're loyal to a person, and let's say that person's generally a good person, and then they start doing some fucked up shit and they go downhill, are you going to be loyal to that shit? Are you going to be like part of this little conspiracy with that person and agree with all that shit because you promised loyalty to them in the past, and now they're doing some really messed up shit that you didn't sign up for? You know, are you still going to be loyal to that to their little schemes.
Fuck no, I don't ride the goddamn fence. Like, no, I'm not. I
So
can't speak
if
for
you're
everybody
loyal,
else, but I'm not gonna.
So if you're loyal to that person, you're loyal to the good in them. You want to try and stop them from going downhill. You want to hold them to a standard and keep them as a better.
Yeah, but if you
person.
pick the wrong fucking side of the fight, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm sorry about your bad goddamn luck, duck. I don't see gray.
So what I say, I see black and white when it comes to good and evil too. There's grey in certain contexts, but in the same way you're saying, I don't see grey in that context either.
Right.
Yeah, it's either good or it's evil. There's no fence sitting.
Which makes it either right or it's wrong.
Yeah.
Period.
Like how many? Like I can't do
There's
some
no adding to
conversations
that.
with people saying it's right and it's wrong, it's true and it's false. No, it's one or the other.
Right, and just like fucking what was going on here earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to add all kinds of other shit that was not even relevant to the fact that, you know what I'm saying? He was just in defense mode then because he knew he was fucking wrong. And he picked a fight for no fucking reason because he was fucking wrong. And then he knew he was wrong, and he didn't want to admit he was wrong, so he kept trying to turn it into some other shit and add other shit in that was totally out of context and didn't even apply. So he didn't have to be the bad guy. And it's cool, you don't gotta be the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy. I don't give a fuck. If you fucking want to lie to yourself about fucking who was wrong and who was right here so you can sleep good night-night, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Fuck him. He's lucky I'm not packing my shit.
Have you watched any of the movie that I want you to watch? Have you started watching it again recently? Because you watched like some of it ages ago and you said that you maybe should start again. Probably a good idea to start again because you only got a little bit into it. Have you started watching it again recently yet? Or you haven't started yet? I will start it. I got sick with my... Yeah, I know you got... your teeth from... Maybe you should go see a dentist again if you're still having problems, because obviously it's really bad and there's something going on. Maybe your other wisdom teeth, I think it was, wasn't it? Really sick, I did that. They fixed any side. If you're getting real bad tooth problems, you're going to have to do... If you don't do something about it, it's just going to get worse. Tooth problems usually don't get better.
No, they do get worse and they affect your health terribly.
Yeah.
They'll kill you if you're not careful.
Yep. I know, I'm waiting to have my wisdom tooth out. So, let's have a look. I will start it. I got okay. You know, Jay, if you do need the link to that movie, just let me know and I'll PM you or whatever. Okay. Realize this is not me self-advertising or anything. I got this movie and I went through hell to document this movie and go through all this to help other people. It's not about me. And if you go through enough of the movie, it'll say this. If you didn't figure it out, this story was not about me. It's about you. Yes. I'm just here to show a different way and a solution to all this, to get you out of this mess and hole. It's like mankind can't solve things the way it is. It's doomed to collapse. It's like it's free falling now, and there has to be some kind of outside intervention to fix this. And it is fixable. It's not difficult to fix, but mankind itself just doesn't. It's stuck in a trap. It can't get out. It's from the inside. It needs help from the outside. How do you describe the Helico server? How's that server going? They stopped trolling that server, have they? I wasn't even really watching it. Yeah, like I was watching it every now and then. I posted a link or something here and there just to give them breadcrumbs. They're like, "Oh, Terrence, he's watching." I wasn't watching. I was just jumping every like 15 minutes. I just sent them a meme or something. I wasn't even watching. Was it Terrence seriously? Nothing else to do for the faggot. See, what's Samuel? He does his stupid shit as well. That's not okay. You don't get to go around randomly calling people a fag. If it's a tasteless joke, that's okay. But just stupid shit. It's not okay to do that kind of shit. What he's doing. This stuff happens everywhere, and it's not okay.
Whoops.
Chat form. Random meme came out of nowhere. Have you guys seen the belly button one with Hillary Clinton? There's a bit of a story behind that, but Nopix ended up, like, me and Nopix were talking about it, and I said, look, put it on, no, don't put it there, put it on the belly button, and there's like, that's perfect.
Is Chewy here?
I think I've got it.
Is he in Matrix?
He's not in audio, he's in the text chat. I think I've got it in.
Oh, okay. I'm texting somebody else right now in chat, so that's why I'm not paying attention.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've got that meme here somewhere. Just go find it. Here we go. Here it is. Like, what you should do is, like, I can get the original, I can edit his onto it, and I can make the thing blank, so you can put your own text on it and your own head on it as well. I could make a meme of that. I could actually, I should do that, so I can put anyone's head on it and stuff, and make them say things. I'll do that right now.
And I'm about to send a screen cap real quick. What the fuck is this bullshit? I'm tired of seeing that pop up. Hold on. You're gonna think fucking somebody fucking hope they brought fucking pizza. What are you fucking sex traffickers? You fucks, you're in the wrong fucking place tonight, boys. Or girls, whatever the fuck you are, little monsters.
Jay, if you want to say...
I'm just taking out a Matrix. I'm good.
Jay, if you're on a computer, I don't know how you do it on a mobile
Oh,
phone.
is that where it even came from? I don't even know if that's what server I was in, but I just screen capped it. It's something new.
Crypto, what's that? What's new cell?
I don't know.
So, Jay, if you want to save the images, the image, doesn't matter if it's a GIF or anything, what you do is just click on the image so it goes big, right? Right click. Okay, so right click, open image in new window, and then just like right click save as. But the GIFs, I think this works differently. Just click the GIF and open video in new tab. It's not a GIF, it's a video. Okay, but with animated GIFs, you pretty much, I think you have to open it in new window and then save as. Let's have a look at that one. Here we go. That's a GIF. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, it's different. Save video as, it's the same thing, yeah, it's the same thing. You have to open up to make it big, and then sometimes you have to open it in new window to get the direct link. And you just save it, right click and save. No, you don't have to use inspect element. Just click it in your screen, and then once it's big, right click it. Alright, I was gonna do that belly button meme. Oh shit, this isn't gonna work very well. Oh, I don't think Matt has the actual thingy. This will do. Okay. This will do. That'll work. Whoops. 53494. Sorry if I'm talking, it's just when I'm doing code and editing and stuff, I tend to talk the numbers and stuff. Okay, so... insert vertex. Just edit this up. That's not going to come right. That'll be good enough. Okay. Okay. Let's make that white. Oh, that's a bit funny. Okay, that'll work. I'll name it Dildo Dude. Let's see, saved. Oh shit, what did I just do? Okay, export PNG. I'm just trying. Oh, sure, yeah, sure. You saved the image, did you? Okay. Oh, because that belly button thing, I've made something now so that I can actually edit it, and I can add people's heads and messages on the board. So there we go. That's the original with a message board blank, so you can just put your own. I can use it as a template. So Scarecrow says, "You big gay anonymous fag." Okay, yours off to bed. Get the story.
That guys, I'm gonna hit the hay.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Oh, everyone's gone. You there, Sarah, or you AFK?
Huh?
Oh, it looks like everyone's finished chatting. I'll leave voice until everyone wants to chat later. I'll catch you later.
Alright.
Okay.
About zero degrees Kelvin and the solid state D-wave quantum.
Well, 0 degrees Kelvin is unobtainable
Well, my
because of
degree
the laws
is
of infinity.
electrician.
It's bound by the laws of infinity.
I'm here.
You hear this, Pop-Tart? I will even debate a terrorist at every opportunity and give him every chance on my way there.
Indeed.
Isn't that nice of him?
I'm a terrorist. I love that.
You're a terrorist.
Yes, you are a terrorist.
Good job.
But despite that, I'll still
I love you. Wait. I gotta start.
Stay on the topic here and let me have a chance.
Taryn, I love your
When
voice.
you're ready.
All right, Taryn. Before we start this debate, I love your voice. It's sexy.
I don't see voices in that way, but I
Sexy,
appreciate
Taryn.
So I'll just wait until you give me a chance to speak. I've got some things to actually say on this topic. It's an important topic.
So, like, I need to know, like, are my real friends in here, or are we just being fucking trolls and fucking fags tonight? What's up?
Yep, 10 minutes.
I'm gonna get rebel on you. I'm gonna get rebel on you.
No.
I'm gonna get rebel on you.
Rebel's gonna
I'm gonna get rebel. Rebel's gonna fuck you.
Rebel's gonna go hard on you.
Yeah, Rebel.
Say something on
Hey,
quantum
Matt, send me an invite link. I gotta invite Rebel.
Okay, here.
Can I say something about quantum physics?
I can't wait to Rebel
Go
gets
ahead.
it.
Smarter than you in it.
No, you invited me here, and all I'm saying is childish crap. Do you want to talk about quantum physics or not?
I'm smarter than you in it.
It doesn't matter who's
Yeah,
smarter
sure.
than who.
Let's talk about
You could be the smartest. You could be the smartest person in the world and
What
know
is
nothing.
that easy shit you
Taryn,
put there?
Taryn.
It's a minus slash A.
I'm trying to speak to
Fuck you
Taryn.
all. Suck my dick.
Trying to speak to Taryn.
Pop Tart, if you
No,
just
I
want to have
answered
one
your
on one, we can just
I'm
mute
trying.
everyone
No,
else
I
and have it one on one
answered
if you want.
your quantum computers.
Oh, I gotta mute. I'm gonna have to turn down Hacks for Kids. Sorry, Hacks for Kids.
You know what?
Alright, I turned him down
Alright,
too.
so Taryn, I'm gonna admit I'm good. I'm decent at quantum physics, but I'm better at magnetism.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter how smart a person. It's irrelevant. People have different amounts of information at their disposal. They've each got a hand of cards, right? Some of those cards are false. Some of them are true. Everyone's got a hand of false and true cards. Even me. Everyone's the same. So we put our cards on the table and we sort through the cards all together. Instead of trying to fight each other, let's just stop fighting each other and start dealing with the cards. We all go out in the exploration of life. We get a whole hand of cards. We bring them back to the table and we go through the table. We'll see what's true and what's false.
Hey!
So, instead of a battle of egos, I have some interesting ways of taking this topic on. And I say that this is more of how you take this. It's not about matter of information. It's how you're approaching the topic. There's a misunderstanding with quantum physics. I actually have personal experience in things that it's in my story if you want to go through it, but that's another topic altogether. So,
Hey, Terrain, can I join Anonymous?
you don't need my permission. You need to put the work in. You need to put the work in to discover the secrets of Anonymous. And then once you become worthy in the process.
I need to DDoS my grandmother off her.
Can I really actually, please?
Movies on that bitch.
If you want to DDoS, well, is not Anonymous about free speech? That's what the whole 40
Can I have a copy of the
free
book,
speech.
please?
Why would you DDoS in the name of free speech? Why would you censor people in the name of free speech? That goes totally against
Taryn, what's the best way to crack an Instagram account?
The best way to crack an Instagram account is to print it onto a plate and smash the plate on the ground.
My grandma's torrenting movies on her shit Kindle. I need to take the bitch down,
You're all
bro.
just derailing the topic. I'll just personally mute you if I have to. Pop-Tart invited me here to talk about the quantum physics. I have some important things to say if anyone's willing to listen. If he still wants to talk about this topic, I'll have a one-on-one even, and I'll just mute everyone off if necessary. So, Pop-Tart, you want me to keep saying what I was going to say, the point I was going to make?
I'm totally.
Okay.
Hang on. Let's listen for a second. Whenever Sarah, listen.
Hey, Matthew, me and Taryn are about to talk quantum physics.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I would love to hear that talk.
Yeah, like Matt, I've talked to you a little bit about this before.
Matthew, maybe you want to get this for a special for the show? No?
Oh my God! Stop it, name. I'm trying to talk to
Sarah. Hang on, honey.
Okay.
God damn it, name. You're supposed to listen. I run the.
Okay, can I continue what I was saying? I tend to have long talks, like people get impatient, but I tend to say a lot of compressed things, and then I go silent for ages until if you're making a point, I go silent for ages too. That's how I usually talk, more long talks back and forth instead of 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there incoherent. So I'll continue what I was saying. So if you take the idea of pi, it's a mystery that everyone knows that true randomness doesn't exist. It's just something that's so complex that you can't figure out the pattern. So what the hell is going on with things like pi? What I say is that the universe is not a 100% logical construct. What people can observe of the universe in itself is not entirely logical. It is not complete order from chaos. It is still chaotic. It is not a complete process of order. It is something that is still under construction. So anomalies like things like pi are things that may actually be inherent to this universe until something changes in the distant future. So what I'm saying is that quantum physics need not be entirely logical. That there are components of it that are chaotic and they're not even constructed yet. So when it comes to quantum physics, this whole idea of chaos, right? Now, if you know this topic, then you might be aware of Stephen Hawking's last theory, which is brought this concept to a lot of attention, that people are taking this seriously. The idea of things like parallel or alternate universes. It sounded like some nonsense, right, in the past, but there's a lot of evidence now to justify that this may be it's probably the case. So this actually fits with my story. But people say that they got it wrong. They say that every possibility plays itself out. Is that every divergence point plays itself out? Well, every single it's impossible because every single atomic movement would diverge the universe. So I'd say something different. What I say is every possibility attempts to play itself out, as chaos forming into order. Right? It attempts to diverge, but it doesn't. Most of the time, it doesn't. Only divergences of significance that form a coherent, stable pattern only they manage to manifest. And what I say is they don't just manifest and stay forever. They manifest and they live for whatever duration and they disappear. The same principle of how atoms do the same thing. An atom will form, it'll have a half-life. And in a half-life, there's a general prediction of a probability of its age before it loses coherence, right? Those set of principles operate on a universe by universe scale too. Just as you see like a planet orbiting the sun orbiting the galaxy, that you have the same patterns play themselves out on different scales. Well, the same principles of the universe apply across universes. They don't have different principles, and the very principles that create universe are the very same principles of the universe. So do you understand what I get an idea about what I'm talking about in chaos and order? Pop-Tart? I can't hear you. Hang on a sec. No, I can't hear you. You're silent. I can hear your thing, but I can't hear anything. Look, if you're gonna post like emails and shit, like as I said, you're posting evidence, and I'm gonna come for you, and I'm gonna kill you. You're just giving me ammunition. I just keep uploading this shit all over the place. What do you think's gonna happen? I'm just gonna make an example of you, and I'm gonna show the world proof. This shit is not acceptable. I'm trying to talk about quantum physics here. See, it doesn't matter whether it's true. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me just reconnect.
There we go.
Can you
Okay,
hear me?
yeah. I just timed out a little bit. So
There you go.
I
Can you hear me?
again. Yeah, I can hear you again. Your thing
Okay.
was going off, but I couldn't hear you. I
Yeah,
just had to
so
reconnect.
that was chaos theory, which you described, right?
I don't know. Oh, look, I don't know what you guys call it. I know that there's different theories that kind of incorporate bits of what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
chaos and order. Yeah, that's the
Look,
same thing.
I'm not aware of any theory in mankind of different have ideas, but I've come across different ideas that people have that have some things in common, but some things that are not.
Yeah, but like you made a good connection on pi because pi is an anomaly,
Yeah.
and it defines all of our geometric structures and how we perceive mathematics geometrically.
Yeah.
And pi is plays a really big role in that.
Yeah, I'll just say one.
So
I don't want
that's
to interrupt you, but I
just
just want to say one more important point I forgot. So, if you have like darkness and light, and then it's like a painting. You have all these colors in between. If you have a painting, it's got all different colors on it. You have all shapes and form and everything with these different colors, right? But if you were to make it into total order, all you would get is a sterile picture of grey, one single color grey. Or if there was nothing, it would be just black. So you have complete black or complete white or complete grey. In order to get some kind of shape and form, you need to get an interaction between chaos and order. A combination of both, in order for some magic things to happen. I just wanted to say that.
right. It's a chaos theory. It's the act of it's a set of random anomalies that define the universe and how it's made up. But you also made you made a point about parallel universe that brings me to the mathematic. Wait, can you hear me?
But yeah, you just cut off for a second.
Hello?
Parallel universes, I think you said.
Yeah. So you made a connection about parallel universes. Mathematically, when different dimensions are described, so you have a 1D, which is just a linear plane. You have 2D, which is an X and a Y axis. And then you have a 3D, which is an XYZ axis. It's everything that defines what we see in real life.
Okay,
and then you have the fourth dimensional. Okay, but you have the fourth dimension.
Different way of looking at dimensions.
Well, hold up. So on the fourth dimension, it's the 3D graph, but on the 3D graph, wherever in space and time. So it's that 3D graph at any point time t. And then the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is everywhere at time at any given point.
See, these are
the sixth dimension.
These dimensions that you're talking, these are conceptual dimensions. They do have in a certain frame of reference in conversation or
investigation.
Well,
they
yeah,
do
but
have a purpose. They are real things in a certain
Right.
context, but these are
But
conceptual
what I was
dimensions, not actual real dimensions. They're just conceptual.
Well,
Just
yeah,
as
no,
you
wait,
have
wait, wait,
mathematical
wait,
constructs that aren't really
wait,
representation.
listen, hold up. I was gonna get to that point.
Yeah.
When you get to the 10th dimension, it brings up string theory, which defines chaos theory, and then which tells us that it is possible to exist parallel realities to our own that has taken different courses. So at the 10th dimension,
I know what you mean, yeah.
when it breaks off in the string theory, that's when that happens.
So what I say is, a lot of there's a lot of some things are true, some things are false, but in the end, there's enough. They understand enough that they can see some things that I also see from a different perspective. They're able to work out some things, even though they've got a lot of things wrong. They can still work out some things as a result, right? And the idea that you're saying about chaos theory, quite frankly, I'm not that very well versed in any theories mankind has on these matters. I'm not copying anything that I've researched on the internet or something. I'm referencing stuff that I know firsthand from experience. So I have a very different perspective. So this isn't stuff that I've studied. So I'm quite ignorant when it comes to earthly theories and stuff. But so I'm not, so there'll be differences in what I say compared to what other theories say. So what I say is order is built from chaos. So order cannot exist without chaos. It's like a Lego piece. Chaos is like the formation of Lego pieces out of essentially what may or may not be nothing. Whatever it comes from, chaos comes from something or nothing. Whatever it comes from, it comes into this incoherent chaos, and it managed to all the bits form together like Lego pieces and they gradually form coherence and they dissipate, they appear and disappear until something becomes stable enough. And the process builds into order. Sorry, Matt?
I say I would love to participate in this conversation, and so I think so would a lot of other people, because you're talking about quantum physics, mathematical thereof, whether it is or is not.
Right, and he's talking about it theoretically, philosophically, and I talk about it mathematically.
You understand? Okay. You can't solve this mathematically because you're basing this on something that is not even fully coherent itself. Your understanding of mathematics,
if it follows the mathematics, the mathematic principle that I was complaining is under a specific given situation, given that it is governed by string theory, you can do a mathematical equation for it. And if it's not governed by string theory, it won't be 100%, but it'll be close.
Yeah. But there's some things work and some things don't mathematically, and you can have an idea your idea is right, but it's not supported by mathematics, and it doesn't mean that it's wrong. There's a disconnection between what theories and mathematics. Like you can't. There's components to this that don't work in any coherent mathematical form that people understand it today. There's an incoherent.
Well, yeah, but I was debating I describe quantum physics or any physics how it's universally accepted by the physics departments of all the major universities.
Yeah, I'll show you something just to not just to give myself a bit of credibility, it might just open your mind up to a bit of some things. I'll just get something here.
Why is it this? No, hang
Black body radiation.
No, hang on a second. Hack, please. How is it, Manuel? Why is it that theoretical physics?
Can we talk about bombs?
Is not.
If you're going to just interrupt and talk shit, I'm just going to personally mute you. Sorry, Matt. I just had to tell him that.
It's okay.
Wait, when you say Matt Chu?
Oh my god, fuck it, I'll type it.
While he types, I just want to say something. Like, if anyone just wants to do stupid shit, I'm just going to personally mute you, and I recommend others do too. If you've got nothing
Taryn, can I join Anonymous?
Yes, you can join Anonymous, and I'll show you something right now, in fact. Just give me a
second. Yeah, I want to see too.
If you want to join Anonymous, the easy way, I'm going to send a link here. Watch that movie and decide, is this what you believe in? If it is, the easy way now is if you simply agree and live by those principles in that movie.
Yes, I agree. What do I do now?
The old way you had to do a lot of research, like cicada style thing. You had to go to the effort, and by going to the effort of finding something that was meant to be found, it was meant to be hard to find, but it was meant to be findable. You become worthy in the process. By the time you get to the destination, you become worthy. That was the intent. So nowadays,
Please,
for reasons intentionally, just watch the movie. If that's what you believe in, live by it, prove it, and then you're anonymous. Simple as that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch your whole documentation right now.
Wait, Matthew, where is quantum science not backed by standard science?
Why?
Wait. How is it? Wait, why? It is connected.
But they don't support one another in the standard model, is what I'm saying.
The models are wrong, dude. The whole conceptual thing behind them is wrong. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. You can't solve it that way.
The theoretical physics or quantum physics as we know it to be, like the string theory, is not supported at all, and nor supported by mainstream science. So they're fucking canceling one another out. They're not either one supporting either one of each other.
Well, the reason why string theory isn't accepted universally is because it falls under those things that cannot be proven and will never be proven in timeline.
No, see, things saying something that something can never be proven, you don't know that. They don't know that.
It's okay. We're not even a level one.
It may change in the future.
We're not even okay. I said in our timeline.
Yeah, no,
that we're not. I said in our timeline.
I didn't. You must have said that when you said that. Sorry.
We're not. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, we will not be able to prove it in our timeline. All right, because we're not even a level 1 civilization yet. And we won't be a level 1 civilization for another 100 years because we keep arguing whether over the research into nuclear power is feasible, but we won't reach level 1 civilization until we've harnessed all the power, all the energy of our planet, and we haven't mastered nuclear. We haven't mastered nuclear fusion yet.
Okay, I've got an answer to that too. A different perspective.
Until we master nuclear fusion, we won't achieve the level 1.
So what I'm
then we have to go for level 2 by absorbing the resources of all the other planets.
Yeah, I'm saying that's not a problem. There are things going on regarding extraterrestrials right now regarding that. It's not going to be a problem in the long-term future. And on that topic, to merge these two topics together, I'm going to send a link again. Okay, this is a video, it says proof there. This is a video proving that I knew things about the nature and dimensions of space before the world's best scientists and astronomers knew. 50 years of universal consensus in science and astronomy. They discovered this 2 years after I am proven saying it. I've known this for a long time, but I've got records, time-coded records of me saying this 2 years before they discovered it. They've had to throw away all the textbooks and start over with all their measurement tools. They got it all catastrophically wrong. Turns out I was right. And I said that I saw this firsthand in my story, and I have an explanation of how I saw this from personal experience. So either I'm extremely lucky, or I've actually been in space myself and I've seen this shit for myself. And I have a unique, real perspective on this.
I've got. Let me stand with you for a second, Taryn. Okay, because I'm being blasted by those that do like you and those that do not like you. Okay, so on this level of what you're talking now, and speaking of what you are speaking on, I've watched, dude. I've sat through 14 hours of your material, and what you're trying to present. Them guys are not going to have an understanding of what you're talking about until
I'll give
they
you,
get to it.
yeah, just some image.
Hang on, Taryn. They're not going to get to even remotely understand what you're saying until they get to at least video number 8. Okay? So even if they don't they don't fucking have to watch the whole video. Give them something tangible. What you just showed, it could be anybody's CAT scan. I can make that my CAT scan.
Yes, I've offered you the whole. I've offered you the whole CD. I have videos. I can show you a video of me animated going through it.
But dude,
what the fuck is that? It looks like a damn sad face.
What I'm saying about Taryn,
it's a hybrid, long distance hybrid ship.
Taryn, all I'm saying is
what? It's a fucking sad face.
Hang on, let me show you exactly what they're saying. Okay, hang on. But what I'm saying is, you somehow present to them an idea, another method of proving your justification. Justify yourself another way, because these pictures ain't getting it.
No, look, I've already justified myself over and over. I offer piles of evidence all over the place. I've offered a considerable amount of evidence here. It's a matter of if people are willing to look or not. If people are not willing to look and they're just going to talk shit, then they cannot be reasoned with, and that's not my problem, that's their problem. People have the right to have an open or closed mind. It is their choice and their right. If they want to live in ignorance and do stupid and just internally rot in ignorance and fantasy and stuff, so long as they're not hurting other people, they have the right to live in ignorance. And I won't interfere with that if they want to live in ignorance and fantasy, so long as they're not hurting anyone. But if anyone wants to understand some deep, meaningful facts and truths about the world and the universe, I'll give them information, and that's their choice whether they want to look at it or not.
Okay, but do you see what I'm saying by you're hitting them with information like quantum your understanding of quantum theory?
Well, that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about that subject. So if anyone wants to know anything about quantum theory and stuff, look, Pop-Tart, he understands at least some stuff about it. He kind of gets an idea what I'm talking about. If anyone else here doesn't know about quantum physics, well, they shouldn't be hear about it. They shouldn't expect to know anything about the topic to begin with. I will talk about Paris Hilton. I don't know shit all about Paris Hilton. I know a little bit, right. but if we're to talk, if I join a conversation talking about Paris Hilton, I'll have no idea what they're talking about, and I shouldn't be expected to explain it to them. The people who are talking about the actual topic are the people who know about it.
I get it. I get it. Okay. But
yeah. But bro, you could sound normal like this, and then on the other hand, then you start saying that you want to kill people and stuff. And
yes, I want to kill people. I want to kill terrorists, and most of the world wants to kill terrorists. Look at ISIS, for example. The world is universally in agreement of killing. The non-ISIS world is 100% in agreement with killing every ISIS member around the world. Doesn't matter where they are; they all should be killed. That's ISIS. They're a group of terrorists. Everyone thinks the same thing about every other terrorist. Every other terrorist, non-ISIS terrorist, everyone is in universal agreement with it, except for those terrorists themselves.
But bro, you just threatened name on the show.
Yes, yes, I threatened to kill him, and unless he removes the active threat, he's made terrorist threats against me. I will kill him.
I'm not removing it. Come kill me, bitch. I want to.
Yes, I will come and kill you. I don't care. I don't care who or what you think you are. I'm coming for you, and I'm coming to kill you. If that active threat is not removed by the time I get to you, I'm under the rights of UN conventions to kill you. And your government has to assist me. They cannot legally impede me. The only option they have is to get to you before I get to you. You think this is funny. It is not funny. It is toxic and extremely evil, and most of the world wants scum like you dead. If you don't believe me, I'm muting you. I'm muting you because you're talking shit.
In theory, can't we say that if you can kill someone because of them threatening you, can't the reverse be said?
No, it cannot be said, because I'm talking about terrorist threats. Computer hacking threats are terrorist threats. It is not acceptable. It is extremely evil and illegal. And most of the world thinks that scum like you should be hunted and executed wherever they can be found. You don't believe me? Go to Facebook, go to any big political group on Facebook, and do a sensible poll explaining are computer hackers terrorists, and should cyber terrorists be hunted down and executed by their victims? If a cyber terrorism threat is made against a victim on the other side of the world, does that victim have the right to hunt down that terrorist and kill them in self-defense? You see what the world thinks, because this shit is not acceptable, and no one sides with you. This is a dark corner of the internet. I side
with him.
This is a dark corner of filth on the internet. You do this in dark corners of the internet because you know what the fuck is going to happen to you if you go into a shopping centre and do this in open public. You'll get your ass kicked. You'll get your ass kicked, and you will probably get killed for the trouble.
Hey, guys, listen.
I don't find terrorist attacks and forcing people to suicide and shit, stalking, bullying, harassment. I don't find this acceptable. It is evil, and anyone who does it will be executed.
Got two sides. No, let me speak.
All right.
Two sides.
They muted me. They won't let me speak. They muted me, and they're just defending terrorism. So I left the server. They're just going to talk shit. They're not going to let me speak. Testing. Okay, here we go again.
Oh, hey, Terrence back.
I'd like a
you
chance
said you
to
loved
repeat
me.
my previous...
Hector Kid said he loved me.
I would like to repeat my previous message.
Oh, hey, Taryn.
Yep, I'd like a chance to repeat my message in voice. It's quite simple, and it's a very simple request.
He's staring at
profile pictures off this.
Repeat. If I need to personally mute people for just
Taryn, your name is autistic on your Discord.
So I would like to repeat my message. Repeat.
I am the founder of Anonymous. I come out of the shadows with a simple request and message.
I'm sorry, that's too fast. Can you slow it down?
Alright, I told you, I've muted you. I can't hear anything you say from now on, Crow. Simple request. I'll repeat again. Repeat, I am the founder of Anonymous. I come out of the shadows with a simple request and message. Stop attacking the innocent and vulnerable and listen to my story. I did not come here to fight people, but if fight I must, fight I will. If you attack the guilty in the context of the situation, I will not intervene. I will advise once, maybe twice, and leave you to it. But if you touch a single one of my sheep with a hacking threat, I will come and kill you when I do my world tour, under United Nations conventions and a paradigm of law that I defined, as it relates to cyber terrorism.
Oh my God, Taryn.
Is my request is my request really much to ask? Yes or no?
Bro, I'm about to get so many views.
Is my request really much to ask? Yes or no?
I can personally say, and I will say for myself, no. Your
Thank you,
request
Matt.
is not too much to ask for. It's not too hard to ask for someone to not hurt other people, regardless.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying if the guilty attack the guilty, I'll even allow that. I mean, not forever, but at least for now, I will allow that. What I'm saying is, don't attack the innocent and vulnerable with hacking threats and stuff. I'm not saying don't meme and make fun of people. That's all. That's humor. Even if it's bad humor, that's still humor. That's fine. But don't fuck with people. Don't fuck with the innocent and vulnerable. Don't harm them. Don't fuck with them.
Taryn, you know this whole time that like all these past 2 days that we've been arguing, you know it's just been trolling, right?
I don't consider trolling.
You know. Wait.
Do you know how do you define trolling? What do you define?
Wait. Hold up.
Because it's
all of the hacking threats were all fake.
I don't care if they're fake. I take them serious. If I go onto a plane and I say, I've got a bomb, I'm going to blow you all up. If I jump on a plane, if I jump on a plane and I say I've got a bomb, I'm going to blow you all up, and then I say, ha, I was just trolling, they'll fucking kill you anyway. It's not fucking funny. Fucking with people, stalking, bullying, driving them to suicide is not a fucking joke.
We were fucking with you.
It is not a fucking joke. It is not a fucking joke.
Wait, Taryn.
It is not
we were
funny.
With you. Taryn,
it is not funny.
Oh my God.
It was funny for us.
I don't find it funny at all.
I'm muting.
Well, I mean, of course you're not going to find it funny because we drove you insane. We made you fucking come out of the shadows.
No, I'm not insane. I'm perfectly sane, and I have always been sane.
Bro, you just got so mad. It sounded like you were going to have a heart attack.
I'm always mad, but I've never had a heart attack, and I've never lost control of any emotions. I'm not ruled by emotions. I'm ruled by morality and truth and reason.
But
I'm angry for a reason. That's a good thing. I'm angry because I'm empowered. Not because I'm disempowered.
But are you really empowered?
Yes, I am.
Who empowers you? Who empowers you?
That which the source of morality and truth empowers me.
And which gives that reasonable power among everyone.
Because when it comes to the formation of order from chaos, it is only that which is left standing. Everything else burns away. For example, your imagination does not determine. Your imagination does not determine reality. When faced with the truth, your imagination disappears.
How does your power affect me? How does your power affect anybody?
Me? Well, I have the power to judge you by the very authority you claim over your victims.
So
I don't actually judge you by my standards.
I just have. You're my only victim.
No, I'm not. I don't judge you by my standards. No one in this world fulfills my standards, but I don't expect that much.
You're my only victim. That's the thing.
No, I'm not. I don't judge you by my standards. I judge you by your standards and the rules that you judge, the authority you claim over your victims.
Wait, how? No, I don't have victims. You're my only victim.
Yes, you do. You have me.
Yeah, just you.
Let me ask you: Have you watched the interview that I had with Pop Tart? Did you watch it?
Nope, he didn't.
The reason why I wanted him to watch it, and one of the reasons why I wanted you on so bad, is because I literally knew, the moment I asked you, Pop Tart, my friend, are you going to come against me or the innocent that are very vulnerable and unprotected as a threat, and what did you tell me?
I said no.
You said no, and like you were trying to say to Taryn, the reason the trolling has gone the way it's gone is because they're getting the reaction back.
No, don't blame the victim. I'm innocent. I am intentionally vulnerable. Thereby, I am such a target victim for the response back. I deliberately make myself vulnerable so that I document this shit. This is not acceptable. Don't blame the victim. Blame the perpetrator. Everyone who makes a cyber terrorist. It's not a fucking joke. You fucking kill cyber terrorists. If you don't believe me, go do a poll on the internet. Go to Facebook. Go to a big Facebook group Go to Facebook right now. Go to a big Facebook group and you do a poll on what you think what should happen to bullies and trolls and shit who engage in cyber terrorist attacks to intimidate and drive people to suicide. What do you think should happen to them? Should they be killed?
Taryn, time out. I gotta come back to this.
I never time out.
Oh, I gotta come back to this. All right. So you don't hold yourself to the same standards as everybody else above everybody.
I never know. I didn't say that.
Okay. All right. But anyway.
I hold myself to a higher standard.
So why should you care? All right, if you're our only victim, why would you even acknowledge us? I
don't care if I'm the only victim or you got others. You have got others, but it doesn't matter. All you need is one victim. All you need is one victim.
No, you're the leader of anonymous.
As I said, I allowed myself to be vulnerable to your attacks in order to document them and justify the response.
No, you're the founder of Anonymous. We should be flies to you. You shouldn't care. You should laugh at us with your almighty founding Anonymous power.
I care because I am the founder of Anonymous. You don't even know what Anonymous is.
Why should you care? You should not me away like. Why do you care?
If I didn't care, I wouldn't have founded Anonymous, and it wouldn't have grown into what it is.
No. Why do you care about me? You could have batted me.
I care about everyone and everything.
So why do you care if I'm trolling you? You could laugh at it and blow it off.
Why would I laugh at evil, pathetic filth? It offends me.
It's just directed at you.
I stop that
You're
shit.
the founder of Anonymous.
I don't accept cyber terrorism. It's not a joke. Cyber terrorism is not a joke. You don't walk up to random people in the street and say, I'm going to rape your kids. They'll beat you up, they'll kick your ass, and they'll fucking kill you for it. And they'll have a perfect legal defense of it.
The founder of Anonymous wouldn't get his hands, get people...
I get my hands dirty all the time. I have to get my hands dirty to keep my soul clean. If you have a mother who's got a gun pointed at someone's head and you don't step in, you are responsible for what happens. You have to get your hands dirty to keep your soul clean.
No, you just snap your fingers and the mugger died.
If I needed to, I could snap my fingers and the mugger dies, but I choose not to.
Oh, damn, so you got superpowers?
I never claimed to use any superpowers apart from one, that I'm simply incorruptible. That is my only superpower claim, that I'm incorruptible.
Bro, you got superpowers, bro.
I have powers you've never heard of before, but I don't wield them. I don't claim to use any superpowers apart from one, that I'm simply incorruptible. It would completely destroy my whole purpose of my mission if I did so otherwise.
So if you flew, it would destroy your mission?
I've flown in vehicles before.
If you fly?
Yo, bro, are you fucking Santa Claus? Can you fly over my house?
Bro, fly your spaceship over to my house.
I don't have access to it right now.
Oh, so you would? So you would fly over to my house?
He doesn't have access.
If I needed to, I would, yes. And as far as I can tell, that might be the very vehicle I'm going to have to do on World Tour in. But as I said, there is another copy of me.
Shit.
He's not a clone of me. He's very different. Copy? And he's let's just say he has a few more upgrades than me.
Show me a picture. Show me a picture.
I showed you pictures before.
Show me a picture. Picture didn't happen.
Oh, let me give you a few pictures.
Yeah, did you just see you doing a world tour in a fucking spaceship?
Wait.
If I need to, I will, yes.
No. Send me a picture of your clone.
I don't have a picture of my clone, but I have a detailed explanation of him. He was heavily modified for long-distance space travel.
Wait, can you fuck...
Bro, that looks like a sad face.
Can you, fuck yourself?
Can you, kill yourself because you're doing the world a favor?
Can you fuck yourself?
Can you kill yourself because you'd be doing the world a favor?
You just told him to kill himself.
Yes, I told him to kill himself.
Bro, that the founder of Anonymous.
Yes, I told a little troll to kill himself because his life is.
Wait. The founder of Anonymous wouldn't tell people themselves. He's the founder of Anonymous. People are supposed to look up to him.
I tell evil people to kill themselves to do the world a favor, and if they go around making terrorist threats, I'll kill them myself.
Threat. You made a terrorist. You can get prosecuted for that in the United States.
Be my guest.
You can get prosecuted for that.
Be my guest. I have people in the United States, so.
Yeah, but you have to abide by United States law. The United States runs majority.
I actually helped define United States law. I worked with the FBI in the big massive investigation in the early 2000s that defined internet law today. It all revolved around my network and what happened. Look it up.
So did you also free the slaves? Did you cross?
I have freed many slaves.
In 1492, did you sail the ocean?
No, I wasn't here in 1492.
Did you know Santa Claus?
As far as I can tell, Santa Claus is a mythical figure.
So, but if there was a Santa Claus, you would tell it?
If there was a Santa Claus, I may or may not even know about it. I don't claim to know everything.
You can neither confirm.
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of Santa Claus, nor leprechauns or unicorns. It's probably unlikely that any of it exists, but I can't say for sure whether they do.
What about Bigfoot?
It is very likely that I have a unique take on Bigfoot. My take is that those that are considered Bigfoot are either some kind of extraterrestrial animal kind of being that's been having like a little visit, or they may be those who were here a long time ago, distant ancestors of ours that were removed and came back.
Damn, they got some big arms. I want arms that big. Bro, man, I'd be able to lift everything. Sasquatch.
I myself I'm technically not of the same species as you. You could still classify me as human, but I'm not technically the different species. I have very different bones, I have different immune systems.
Are you an alien?
No, I'm not an alien. I come from this world. I come from the progenitor genome that generated you. I come from a very old race.
Hey, Mark, he's a robot. Matt, he's a robot.
If you don't believe me, look it up.
Let Jay speak. Let Jay speak.
Oh, feed the troll. Feed the troll. That's all I gotta say.
He doesn't seem to be saying anything that I can hear anyway, so I'm going to say something. Trolling is cyber terrorism. In most cases, it is a lower form of cyber terrorism, but it often goes to very severe forms of cyber terrorism. It is still cyber terrorism.
Reply to his comment, he is just getting a rise out of you. Yes, it's true.
Trolling is cyber terrorism, and the punishment for terrorism is death. Trolling is not acceptable. The world does not find this acceptable. If you don't believe me, go to a Facebook troll in a big political group, and you ask them, see what they think.
Death.
Trolling is terrorism. I don't find that shit funny. I don't find stalking and bullying and vandalism and shit, and theft, acceptable.
Do it. Hey, do it.
I will be doing it.
Do it. Do it. Screw it. Do it. Get out of here with your IP tables, hacks for kids. It's the firewall rules, bitch.
Matt, if you can hear me, if you're having problems, just try to reconnect. I might fix it.
I don't know, man. You deleted it.
What's crazy
So can we
is I
conclude
can't
this topic?
understand any of you whenever you're talking on top of one another.
Hot topic. Hey, invite fucking, wait, who said Hacks for Kids? Who's the one that made Hacks for Kids name? Yeah, invite Rezu.
Maybe if there wasn't trolls, we could have a decent conversation.
No, invite Rezu. I want Taryn to meet Rezu.
Someone in the chat
I want Taryn to meet Rezu.
Someone in the chat said maybe if there wasn't trolls, we could have a decent conversation, and I agree with that.
Hey guys.
Other people may think that trolling's okay. It's not okay.
Hey,
to me.
these
It's
trolls are
terrible
highly
to me.
intelligent.
Pop-Tart.
Who's calling Pop-Tart?
Brian.
Why? Why are you using a name voice changer?
Oh, sorry. There we go. That mad mum. I had your volume down from earlier. It didn't. If any of you said anything, I didn't hear anything you said. I just turned you up. I didn't realize.
Okay, I'm back to normal. Hey, trolling keeps everybody feeling good except for Terran.
One
he's
troll
mad.
a day keeps the Rothschild away.
It keeps them close,
Hey.
not away.
Nah. Yeah, trolling. I am malware.exe. Wait. We need Rezu. We need fucking Rezu.
I
Tell
can
him
honestly
Pop-Tart
say
said join. Tell him Pop-Tart said join.
If it wasn't for trolling, the Church of Scientology wouldn't have fucking hit the dirt. Now would it have?
They didn't hit the dirt. You didn't achieve anything, and I was against it. And I put a stop to it. I put a stop. I was trying to help them. I was trying to work with them, and I was trying to change their leadership.
At the door with your panties in your cell phones. That's how
You were
gangsters
trying to
do
change
that
the
shit.
leadership of the Church of Scientology.
Yes, I was trying to work with them at the time, and you and a bunch of idiots fucked it all up. I was making
And
progress
the Scientology faith is fucking retarded.
I have a question.
They have the right to have their own ideology, so long as they're not fucking with anyone else.
Yeah, but it's
Let
a
me
cult.
ask you
Did you
something.
not see what
Yes,
what
everyone
happened
has
in
the
media
right
with
to make a cult,
Tom
so long
Cruise?
as they're not hurting anyone else. The definition of cult
Yeah, they
varies
did.
from person to person.
They hurt Tom Cruise's wife. She couldn't leave. She wanted to leave, and they wouldn't let her.
Hey,
Prove it. You
Hey,
have to
Chewy,
provide
what we name
evidence.
this cult? What we name this cult?
Go
Chewy
fucking
Living
look
Cult
it
of
up,
Blue Dead
bitch.
Cow?
Yeah, Chewy, he was in Cult of the Dead Cow, and I've got no problem with that either.
Tech support. Tech support.
Would you
Hey,
like
look,
to hear
I'm
about
not trolling
Scientology
you.
things?
Tech
When we are
support.
cats.
Guys, can I say something in a minute?
I don't know.
Hello?
Jay, just wait for a moment of silence, and then just speak like you just then. Speak now.
I was basically saying, fucking, you use Guy Fawkes and I use Green Man, so who's older?
I'm older than everyone.
Hey, Taryn, I got a question.
Phoebe, was that you just speaking?
I was trying.
No, you're a new fag,
No,
Terran.
that was
Hey,
Jay.
Taryn.
I've got a long, well-documented history.
No, you're a new fag, Terran.
I've got a long and well-documented history.
Well,
Continue,
facts,
build your
weird
docs
guy
on me. This
Fawkes.
docs that you're doing on me, do more research. I've left so many breadcrumbs, you just don't see them right in front of you.
No, I already found them. I have you. Wait. Security number in your head.
I don't have a social security number.
Your social security number. I have it.
I've actually been deleted by a lot of government records, not through my doing, but because as a government spy.
No, I already
deleted all of my
verified
shit.
it. I already verified. I called your internet service provider.
I don't have a social security number, you fool. I'm not going to tell you anymore. Just if you're not going to do it right, you're just going to do as you will.
Yeah.
I've given you breadcrumbs to go on. Use them properly. Do a proper job of it.
Wait,
I would like
what the
to know
fuck are you talking about?
Real quick, hang on, Pop-Tart. How was you going to try to change the methodology that the Church of Scientology was on? Karen? How is that?
Good question.
Shit, I don't really involve myself with the Church of Scientology topic because I don't give a fuck. That's all memes, and I'm not about to do research into that.
Right. Well, I'm trying to, but he's not talking. He's not responding to me on that one. I'm like,
Taryn.
why and how do you see that you are able to change the way people believe and see that even that is okay? Because it's not.
Say one thing. Can someone just listen to me for 1 minute? Why the fuck would the founder of Anon be wearing a Guy Fawkes mask because it came after fucking 4chan?
I can answer you. I've answered you over and over, and you just forget everything I tell you every day. I've got videos on this. Look up YouTube, anonymous symbolism. This explains this. I've got a lot of other videos explaining this, why I use a Guy Fawkes mask. I wear it for different reasons than others do, but if this has become, whether against my will or not, most of this, look, the very symbol, I was against making a symbol. I was against going to 4chan more than anything. I was against using the Guy Fawkes mask, but I've had to use them all.
Dan, did you also use a leather mask for sex?
Yeah, fuck's sake, Guy Fawkes came after 4chan. Fucking listen to me.
I never said it didn't.
Yeah,
I
Guy
never said
Fawkes came from
otherwise.
4chan.
I never said otherwise.
The Guy Fawkes mask came from 4chan.
No, it didn't.
After 4chan. After.
How many of you know like, even why they affiliated Guy Fawkes with fucking the 5th of November? There's a question for the servers.
I can answer that. Guy Fawkes
I know
Day.
you can. I was asking somebody who probably maybe couldn't.
Gunpowder treason and plot.
We've had this conversation, bro. We know what's up. I was testing the others.
Remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder treason and plot. And let there be no reason. I forgot the rest of it. And there'll be no reason that gunpowder and treason ever be forgot. Hey, Hacks for Kids, I'm gonna get Rezu in here to...
You got... Is your buddy alright?
Timberlake what?
So on the topic of cyber terrorism, trolling and all that, I've produced arguments and no one has an argument in contention, just bit of butthurt. So does anyone have an argument against my position on this? Because be it make a coherent argument and I will respond to it. Because I'm morally in the right here.
No, you're not.
Okay, you're wearing a Guy Fawkes mask. You're wearing a Guy Fawkes mask.
I'll wear a mask of Donald Trump if people start if everyone abandons the Guy Fawkes mask and takes on the mask of Donald Trump. If I have used in order to identify with those who claim to follow what I follow, what I started, if I need to wear that mask in a certain contextual situation to talk to them under that meme, then I will damn well do so. I will wear a bloody mask of Hillary Clinton for all I care. It doesn't mean shit to me.
It's a new flag. It's fucking new flag. You should be wearing a green man.
Well, according to me, you're a new fag.
I'm a new flag. Am I? Am I
Yes.
a new flag? You sure about that?
Yes.
I don't think JC knew
Let me say, look,
baby.
you
No.
judge some kind of authority and hierarchy over those who are.
Taryn, he just-
you say
Taryn,
that
he
you're
just dumped
older.
all your
You say
accounts.
that you're older
Taryn,
than
he
everyone
just
else,
hacked
so
all
that
your
gives you
accounts.
some kind of authority and
Taryn,
hierarchy over them.
Taryn,
Well, according to your own
Taryn, you just
rules,
got all of your
according to your
accounts hacked.
own rules, if they must bow down to you,
Matt,
you must
we
bow
just
down
hacked
to
all
me.
his accounts.
If you want to
Matt,
force
we
that
just
shit
hacked
on
all
other
his
people,
accounts.
I will force that shit on you, and I'll force you to bow before me.
Hey,
And I will
Taryn,
judge you by your own
Taryn,
rules. If you want to
we
play
just-
that hierarchy
Taryn.
game, then you will be forced to bow before me.
Taryn, we just hacked all of your we hacked all of your accounts. Look at the chat. Matt, look at all of his accounts.
Because I will be coming for you and I will kill you and I'll be releasing all this information over the internet and I will be tracking down all of your buddies and coming for them too.
Taryn, we just hacked all of your accounts.
Keep going.
Bro, he's not anonymous.
You understand? I'm all over the. You could actually hack for real all my shit right now. You'll be going through
We
this
are.
for years.
Look
I'm
at it.
everywhere,
Look,
buddy. I'm
we got
everywhere.
your Lord of the Ring.
I am everywhere.
We got your R2 game. We got your MP, your Magic the Gathering.
Who finds this shit acceptable? This is cyber terrorism. Do they not deserve to die? This is cyber. This is
Bro, we
terrorism.
got your porn account. Got your porn account.
This
Bro,
shit doesn't
post his
fly in the
porn
real
account.
world.
Post his porn account. Post his porn account. Oh shit! Post the porn account.
Why do you have so many porn accounts?
Bro, why do you have so
Jerk
many
off
porn
to,
accounts?
do you jerk off to like anonymous females having intercourse or something?
Bro, Taryn's.
And I remind you that all the people that all these misfires of other people that you think is me, I will be tracking them down as the victims, and I will be arming them against you and your buddies too. I will be giving them the
All right,
means.
post the
I will
whole
be giving them the
database.
means
Post
to
the whole
inflict justice on you
database.
too. Because
Post
you're
the whole
hurting- you
database. Let's see him go to
You say that you're only
people.
hurting me. You're only attacking me. Well, no, you're claiming to compromise all these other innocent people.
So you're not
No, we
just targeting
compromised
me. You're just shooting a gun in the crowd and shooting everyone trying to get me. I'm not in that
we're
crowd.
definitely shooting a
but you
gun.
think
We're
I am. So you're just shooting a gun in the crowd.
We're definitely shooting a gun.
You're shooting a gun in the
all I
crowd
asked
at a
you
lot of
about was
innocent
the fucking
people,
map.
and this is why you must be killed as a terrorist. You are a
Yeah,
fucking terrorist,
kill
and you
me.
will die. And I will kill you, and I will live stream it,
I'm
and I will show all the evidence
unkillable.
behind it,
I'm
and I will
immortal.
remind all your buddies that I'm
immortal.
coming for them too.
I got
Yes.
God mode on. I've got God mode on, buddy. You can't kill me. I got God mode on.
I will be playing back those words when I do it.
I'm in creative mode. You can't kill me.
What do you
I'm
think
in
I'm doing?
spectator
I'm
mode.
gathering piles of evidence to prove, to justify what I must do.
He's gathering piles of evidence, bruh.
Yes. And it will be coming for every single one of you.
Evidence.
Every single terrorist,
You're gonna come for
cyber
my
or
grandma?
otherwise,
Chill out, dude.
I will
Chill out,
tour the world and I will kill every fucking one of you.
I will tour the world and I will kill
And
you.
I am justified under United Nations conventions and the massive compilation of evidence I've gathered.
You're not gonna do shit, bitch. Eat my asshole.
I will be doing shit and I will be playing back this to you
Eat
live
my
stream
asshole,
when I
you
do
gay
it.
boy. Eat my.
Crow, all you guys, I'm muting you for a second. Taryn, let me ask you a question, okay? What gives you the right, okay, to say the United Nations? Let me ask
What
you
gives
that.
me the right? I'll answer your question right now. World peace
Okay.
was established under a set of fixed rules, of universally accepted rules. Every nation agreed to this except for the Muslim world, which was forced to somewhat disagree, but the rest of it they did disagree. These United Nations conventions were universally agreed through across the world. They are universally agreed on openly now, but they are being subverted over the last several decades, especially since the 1970s, and under the table they're being subverted. But everyone openly acknowledges that these laws are the most fundamental laws as an absolute requirement to establish and maintain international peace. These are the most important laws of all existence that everyone agrees on, except for the very terrorists who violate them, which are a tiny minority.
Important law.
Everyone agrees with what I'm saying, and everyone knows it.
Okay, are you ready for my response to that? Can I give you my response to that?
I'm waiting.
The United Nations, in my eyes, is one of the biggest threats to myself and my people that has ever come to be. How do you see that? Out of curiosity.
Okay, I've got a good answer to this. Now, it is somewhat of a good question because the United Nations today is indeed one of the most corrupt institutions in the world. And I'll show you that. I'll just show you. Anonymous was meant to fight the United Nations because the United Nations is a corrupted, false world government to maintain global peace.
Tongue-tied.
Whereas Anonymous is supposed to be the true global government. So how does that fit in with what I said earlier? I can explain that. The
Taryn,
United
all I'm
Nations
saying,
replaced the first version of the United Nations, which was a total catastrophe. So they started again. And when they started, they did things right, and they established these universal laws at first. After they established these laws, it progressively became corrupted. But these laws
Now,
were
what makes you
established.
think this
These laws were
corrupted-
made.
these
Let me
corrupted
answer the
people are
question.
gonna-
Let me answer the question. These laws were made at a time where it was not so corrupted, and even if there was some level of corruption, it did not manifest in these laws. These laws are valid. They are the most valuable and important and valid laws of all history of mankind. So whatever the United Nations is today
All right, so-
has nothing to do with the United Nations in the past. These are the very
All
people
right.
in the United Nations today are not the same people of the United Nations of the past. So I am
All right,
against
so
today's
Taryn,
United
so-
Nations, and I support
Fuck, he
what
keeps
the early
rambling.
days of the United
I know.
Nations and the laws that they established. Does that
All
make
right,
sense?
so Taryn, what makes you think that this super corrupted United Nations is going to allow you to uphold your right when exercising it to kill me?
I don't care whether anyone violates laws and tries to justify it by covering it up and shit. I go by what
They're
the
not-
laws
what
actually
makes you
say.
think-
I go
what
by the
makes you
spirit.
think that the law
Let
is
me
going to
answer
be on
you.
your side
Let
if
me
they're
answer
so
you.
corrupted?
I go by the spirit of the law as it was intended originally, and there is no confusion over this. Only those who pretend otherwise. I go by the
so
spirit of the
you-
law,
you're
and I
just
prove
assuming-
it
you're
with
just
evidence.
assuming
and-
they're gonna
and in-
side with you.
I prove it with
You're
evidence.
just gonna
I prove it
assume
in
they're gonna
debate,
side with
and I
you.
win every single
And you
debate,
can't
every
prove
single
it.
argument.
Wow.
I am on the side of morality
I just
and
fucking
truth.
destroyed him, Matthew.
I am on the
You
side
can't
of morality
prove
and
it,
truth, and I'll
that
win
they're
every
gonna
battle.
fucking side
I
with
win
him.
every battle.
Taryn, prove that they're going to side with you. You can't.
I just showed
Prove
you
that this
examples.
corrupt government would
I don't
choose to side with you.
Understand.
Forget the
There
law.
are many people who
Prove
side
that
with
they're
me
going
and they
to
are too
choose to
scared to
side
come
with
forward.
you.
I've showed you.
Wait,
If you look
Taryn,
through my stuff, you'll see government
that they're
witnesses
gonna
all
side
over the
with
world
you.
and shit.
Taryn,
There are a
you
lot
can't
of people
prove it.
who
Prove that
support
they
me.
will side with you.
Let me
Forget
speak,
the
or
law.
I'm going to
Forget
have
the
to
law.
personally mute you
Hold
so
up.
I can answer your
Hold up.
question. All right, I'm going to
Forget the
personally
law.
mute you so I
This
can
is the
answer your
question.
question.
This
You're
is
just not
you
going to
don't
let
know
me
the
answer.
question.
Okay, I've personally muted him. If you want to hear my answer, then personally mute him as well. He's just talking over me. He doesn't like my answer. I'm going to answer the rest now. So, what gives me the right? I'm justified by universally accepted rules that are universally accepted openly today. Privately, the evil forces who have taken over the world do not privately accept these rules. They trying to sabotage them. But openly they must, because they know if they admit openly that they go against these universally accepted rules, that they will be killed themselves. I don't care who enforces whatever rules, whether some
And
bizarre
what's the
made-up
fucking
laws.
question? I'll answer the question. What
Yeah,
was
can
the
I just
question?
finish?
What was your question then? What's the question? Hold up,
the
bro.
validity
Hold
of
on. Let me hear the question again.
Good idea.
What's the question?
Taryn, unmute me.
I have.
Taryn, you got people on. Crow, hang on a second.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
That's so idiotic. You can't even decipher a fucking question.
Hang on. He's got you guys on mute. So, Taryn, you can't hear them asking you questions because
I can hear Pop-Tart. I put his volume back up again. I was trying to answer his question. He kept interrupting me, so I turned him down.
That wasn't my question. That wasn't my question.
I was trying to
My
answer your question thoroughly.
No, you were not trying to answer my question because you didn't answer.
Ask your question again, and I will answer again.
All right. The question is, if they're so corrupted, what makes you think that they will choose to side with you? Fuck the law and what it says. What makes you think that they will choose to side? They're so corrupt.
Okay, I never said that the United Nations will side with me. The United Nations
You just
have been
said that
fighting
they
against
will.
me. The current
You just
United
said that they
Nations have been
will.
fighting against me. You look up Exemplar Zeros, that very
You just said you were gonna
corporation
exercise
was
your
made
right.
to battle
You said
me
you were
in
gonna
person.
You said you were going to exercise your right and get away with it legally, and
Yes.
you don't. And now you're saying they're fighting you.
They are
So
fighting me
what is-
illegally.
so you're contradicting.
And I have
You're
people in many high places to support me.
You're contradicting it.
I'm not contradicting
yourself.
anything. The United
You're
Nations...
contradicting yourself.
The United
You
Nations
just said the
laws...
United Nations are fighting you. You just said that they're fighting you and that their laws they may not side with you. But now you're saying that their laws will protect you. But
Let
how
me
are you
answer
so
the
sure
question
the laws
again,
will
because you don't
protect
seem smart enough to understand what I'm saying. Let me answer again.
No,
Here I go.
it's just you're tongue-tied.
Let
and
me
you're at a
answer
loss.
again.
And so you're going to ramble.
Let me answer again. You ask a question, let me answer. Here, I'm going to try to answer again. There were two United Nations.
trying.
There are two United Nations. There was the original United Nations that in its very
Pretty
short
sure
period
this
of
is
time
United
in the
Nations.
early days, they created a set of very valid and fundamental laws to establish world peace.
That's not
Those
necessarily
laws
my
are perfectly valid today, and they are supremely important today.
Everybody knows he's not
Let
answering
me
my-
answer your question. The United Nations became corrupted over time,
You don't need to
especially since the
ramble.
1970s, and the people who rule the United Nations today are the very people who the original United Nations set
That's
up
not
all this
answering
shit to
the-
stop. So the very bad guys run the show today.
Can you just skip to the answer?
I answered your question. I don't
No,
expect
so
the
my
United
question
Nations
was,
to
what
support
makes
me.
you-
I don't expect United Nations support at all. I expect them to fight against me and lose.
Exactly.
Their
They will
very
fight
laws-
against you and they will
their
win
very-
because
their
they
very
are
laws- their very
Parliament.
laws
They
that-
are the European Union. They make the decisions.
The United
They
Nations
can't
has
lose
been
against
overrun by
themselves.
Muslims, in fact. It was run mostly by
can't
Jews, and it's been overrun by
overrule
Muslims, and
themselves.
they've kicked out all the Jews.
You contradicted yourself. No,
I
you just
haven't. Where have I
lost.
contradicted myself?
Congratulations.
Where have I contradicted
Congratulations. I just
Where
beat
have I
you.
contradicted myself?
How are you feeling about this, Matt Chu?
Where have I
Matt Chu,
contradicted
do you
myself?
understand how I beat him?
Where have I contradicted myself?
Matt Chu, hold up. I'm gonna have to. Matt Chu,
Where have I contradicted myself?
But there again,
Matt Chu, did you see how I just beat him?
But that's yes, I do.
Where have I contradicted myself?
There you go. I did.
Where
beat
have
him.
I contradicted
Now I'm
myself?
gonna turn him back up.
Where have I contradicted myself?
Because you said that you will be protected by the. You said you will be protected by the governing laws of the United Nations Act.
I said that
then-
I will be protected by the laws, but not the organisation. I never said the United Nations organisation would protect me. I never said that.
Well, They decide whether or not to uphold the
If you
law.
look into my history, if you look into my history, I've been fighting
they will
the
make the
United.
decision.
Let me
no,
answer the
listen
question.
to me.
Let me answer the question.
No, you're not
Let
answering
me answer the question.
There is no question.
Let me answer the question.
Listen to me.
Let me answer the question.
Okay, in the United, there is no question.
Let me answer the
I've already
question.
got my answer. I've already got my
Let me answer the question. The United
Christ, you
Nations
already
of the
lost.
past established a set of laws that are very important, very valid. The United
You
Nations
just said
today,
this 3 times.
the
You
United
said
Nations
this 4
today
times now.
has been overrun by those very evil forces that it was supposed to fight against. I've been fighting against the United Nations for a long time.
I don't give a shit if you've been fighting
I
against
found it
them.
anonymous. I'll show you.
You
The
just
very
fucking
symbol of it.
contradicted
Let me answer the
I
question,
don't
or
care.
I'll personally mute you again.
Matthew.
Okay, I'm personally
Matthew,
muting you
bro.
again.
Matthew, he lost.
I'm personally muting you again. I'm going to answer again. The United Nations of the past is not the same as United Nations today. I've been fighting the United Nations today. I've been fighting the organisation, not the laws that it was based on long ago. I am supported by those laws long ago. The organisation will not back up those laws, but I'm defended by those laws internationally regardless. I don't expect to be defended by the organisation itself. I've been fighting that organisation.
Okay, Pop-Tart, listen, I muted you, Pop-Tart. Everybody else, I muted you too. Taryn, I want to know, Ryan, your keyboard's going, bro. I'm going to mute you for a second. I got a question, Taryn. With this sense, you saying that the UN then versus the UN now, there's a difference, right?
Yes.
You say there is a difference?
Yes. Is the difference that I said, is that crystal clear, the difference that I'm saying? Otherwise I have to explain again.
Hang on, because Crow wants to answer a question, the question that you gave. So please.
Sure. I'm listening. I'm going to turn his volume up again, and I can hear him now.
Okay. One at a time. Just debate it, talk it out. Okay?
Yep.
Hang on. All right, Crow. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can. It's actually been a while, so by now I can't remember the original content.
I can't hear. It's distorted.
All right, Crow. What was
You know what? No, yeah, it's alright. Just go on.
Crow can't hear Discord.
Yeah, I get that. I'm trying to get as close as I can and not. I hear it.
I can hear you loud and clear. I'm just letting you
yeah,
know,
I can't hear him. It's very distorted.
I can hear him loud and clear. I mean loud and clear.
I can hear him loud and distorted. How about, can we get Crow to at least just write it out, and maybe Matt, you can read out his response so I can hear it?
That's fine. Crow, again, all you guys don't get mad at me for, please do not get mad or angry for me muting. It's just you guys are talking over one another, and it's so hard to understand what you're saying. Pop-Tart, right? Unmuted. Unmuted you, bro. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so he still never answered my question.
I apologize.
So okay, I'm gonna quote Jay here. I'm gonna say this from Jay. So a government you're running from are protecting you, and they're gonna give you a spaceship to do a world tour to kill terrorists on live stream? Question mark.
I never said anything like that at all.
So, like, you still never answered my question.
No, you're jumping all over the place. I'm going to interrupt you because you're jumping all over the place. You complain that I don't answer a question where you're diverting with red herrings all over the place. And you won't let me answer questions. You interrupt me. And then I answer a question and you say I didn't answer a question. You're all over the place.
All right, now let me
Stick to a point.
No, you're contradicting yourself and you're running from it.
Stick to a point, ask a question, and I will answer again.
So anyway, let me ask this question. And do not say that you found it anonymous. Do not tell me what the United Nations are. Do not.
I found it anonymous. Don't say that I didn't. Stop saying irrelevant fallacies. Ask a simple question. Ask a question.
Okay, Matthew, you're gonna have to mute him.
Well,
Matthew, mute him.
Taryn, hang on a second, buddy.
All right, so I do not want to hear Taryn say anything about there being 2 United Nations. I do not want to hear him say he found it. I do not want to hear any of his repetitive bullshit. My question is, and before you unmute him to answer, let me tell you possible answers. My question is, if the United Nations is so corrupt, and the United Nations is a big...
Okay, just give me a sec. So, I'm just, for the end of this recording,
I'm being muted while he's saying loaded statements, jumping from one lie after another, all over, just typical idiot tactics, one lie after another to try and smear me, and then makes loaded statements and inserts random things all over the place, random accusations of things that aren't true, and then asks me a question which I've already answered, and then just keeps jumping from one accusation smear to another.
So there's no question. There's no even question here. So I gave them every chance in hell. And all they do is just mute me while I'm muted while I'm being slandered and I'm unable to defend myself. He's not even asking a question. He's just jumping from one accusation to another while I'm not allowed to defend myself. In that environment, I will not engage that environment. It's not a debate. So the recording here is done. Maybe we'll try again later.
And compiled in your brain to go from where you were to now. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
What are you doing now? I mean, are you? You and I talked a little bit about your training and what you're wanting to do and what you're going for. I take it you're at that age. You're out of school, right? And then now in college.
Correct.
You're taking what?
So currently, I'm at a university studying computer science on software engineering and networking and network security, and then I plan to go back to do network security analysis in depth. So hopefully one day to be able to either work for a good firm or to start my own company, start my own business, and provide some of the protections against attacks that I was able to create myself that nobody else would have a patch for.
Let me share a story with you on that topic and on that specific subject, or on this subject. It just so happens myself and a couple of friends we're old school gamers. We were within the same week that Kevin Mitnick went down, like in the 80s. I think it was. I'll have to look it up, the exact day and year. But he was playing the Condor. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Kevin Mitnick is a well-known hacker for a long time, and even still now he taught a security class out in New York. Not even, I want to say, a month ago. And a good friend of mine who owns U.S. Digital Sciences went and attended his lecture, and he said the funny thing was whenever I got to meet Kevin, he said before the lecture even started, Kevin was talking to some people, yada yada yada, and Kevin then started his lecture, and he's like, everybody look at your cell phone. And before they even knew it, he had already hacked everyone's cell phone in that room to do a specific thing or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know how in God's name he did what he did, but I'm saying... Go ahead.
I was going to say my idea on that was he offered he probably offered everybody to use free Wi-Fi and was able to manipulate a connection off of that. Because on the scale of using LTE and LTE devices today, if you were to have everybody in their phone, on the roam on their network instead of on the Wi-Fi, unless you had previously exploited something in the phone towers that they are connected to beforehand, would be almost unlikely that you would be able to exploit all the phones unless they were all using the same Wi-Fi network.
Right. I even asked Patrick, I'm like, how in the hell did he do that? He's like, dude, I have no idea. So a lot like where you're going, it had to have been some kind of a local exploit, right? It had to have been. Because
hang
on.
Is the pizza absolutely?
Okay.
Oh my God.
your interview just got hacked.
No, my interview got trolled. Oh, he did it.
I'm an Alabama nigger and I want to be free.
Why are you guys doing this?
I'm in the kitchen, wrist twisting like a... You rappers.
All right. We might need to move this interview to PMs.
Okay, so look, that's actually funny. They're your friends, bro. They're your friends, and I'm
they're just a bunch of trolls.
That's funny.
especially Dead. Dead's the biggest troll, spooky troll. Quit that shit, Dead. Fucking Ilsec. There's your shout out, Ilsec.
Okay, so let's see, what I was going to say about Mitnick is we were playing, at that time, we were playing like Quake 3, Quake Arena, we were playing Duke Nukem 3D, all online, and all of a sudden Condor Condor just come up missing. And nobody knew really anything about him except for the people that was really close to him. Again, it'd be like you coming up missing.
I got a 50K botnet.
Alright, you're gonna have to perma-mute them. You're gonna have to perma-mute them.
But I don't really want to have to do that. I don't want to do it. Okay, look. Anyways, it'd be like you getting caught doing something bad, and all your friends are like, "Where the hell is Pop-Tart at?" And then finally, we one of them gets a hold of you or gets a hold of your mom, and we're like, "Well, yeah, Pop-Tart's been put in jail." What I'm saying, or what I'm getting at, is you are going to use your stuff, your skill, right, for good. You see now, dude, you are an amazing hacker at what you do. Okay, that is just, yeah. To me, I mean, I see it as you can use that skill level to be good. That is what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. When I take it to a professional level, of course, everything that I do will be within the confines of the law, and any attacks that I perform will be backed by judicial processes.
That's what I'm trying to say now. I mean, using skill level, or using it for good, which again, that's why I got you here primarily. It was to say that you straight up said it in earlier in the interview. You try primarily to use your power, okay, your success here, for the good, like pen testing and learning.
Yeah,
that's something that you don't just pick up, bro. That's something that you've had.
Right. It takes time and dedication, and it's not easy to pick up like firsthand. But if you have a general understanding of how things work and how things connect, when you bring that to the internet, you bring that to this spectrum, you'll see patterns and see how everything comes together, and you see how everybody else's patterns all kind of correlate.
Mm-hmm.
And later in the interview, one of the guys here, his alias is Dead or Ilsec. He could talk to you further about exploits that he has created.
That's what we're gonna do. I wanted to primarily get your write-up and that article out of the way before I started unmuting these guys. I know I've only got maybe an hour with you.
No, I can make more time. I'm really.
Here we go. No, Matthew. Now mute them. I want to tell you something that just happened.
Unmute who, bro?
No, I said mute them. Thank you.
Oh, mute all of them?
He wants to tell you about his new exploit.
Oh, okay. Pop-Tart, I guess I'm gonna mute you. Cause you're hell on a keyboard, bro. I mean, it echoes.
Well, I'm not typing right now.
All right, don't type.
I'm not. Hands off the keyboards.
All right, hands off the keyboard. You're not muted, bro. I don't have you. Damn it. All right, there you go.
You fucking asshole.
I'm not muting you. I really am not. Go ahead.
I said don't mute me, mute them, and you mute me. Wow, alright.
Don't. Oh.
Anyway.
As you were saying, because I've got it set on the server to mute incoming people. So if it keeps muting you, alright, there you go.
Alright.
You're unmuted. Roll with it, Dead. Talk a little bit about your knowing and your behalf, because God damn it, I'm going to unmute this. Yeah, it's a server, bro. I'm going to have to change that. Wrong one. And it keeps muting him. It's on the server in there.
The server just doesn't like him.
No, it's not that. Hang on.
I'm telling you, the server just doesn't like him.
I know. Hang on. I'm trying to get it to where.
Pizza is the pizza at Little
Why is it continue? No. Yes, join.
Can I be part of Matrix?
Huh?
I'm for the recording, I'm actually self-muted. I'm force-muted right now. Silently listening. I'm silently listening in so no one can actually hear what I'm saying right now. This is just for the recording.
Huh? 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 Huh?
They left and went to fucking
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
they called each other and they left us all in here alone.
Okay, I just left the server. I'm not actually force muted. I was force muted temporarily, and I explained that no, this is a good thing. I explained in text chat, and I was unforce muted. I never said anything the whole time. I was just listening in. I don't need to be force muted. I don't need a dog collar on me like these little shits. So I was just listening in, and I ended up manually self muting in case there's any echo. In case any echo comes out, and basically, the two people talking decided to leave to go somewhere else because of all the interference and shit. You know, these scumbags, they do not believe in free speech. They just vandalize and shit on everything. And that's what they're doing here. They can't even have a conversation. They gang bash everyone. Wherever one of them goes, if they're in a conversation with someone, they'll surround you. This is what I said before about Muslims, and they do this shit. And they stab you in the back. This is the same filth, evil filth. And they just go around and they just shit on everything. So you can't have a conversation with them in one of these unless you construct a proper environment, because these little shits will come and just vandalize and shit on everything. And then if they're losing the debate, they'll start making hacking threats and stuff. And I posted in text chat in response to what was going on in audio about this pop tard doing good. I actually posted his terrorist threats in the chat, and I said, this guy's a terrorist. I kill terrorists. He's not a good guy. He's a fucking terrorist filth. And I'm coming to kill him.
You shut the fuck up. Too fucking tired. Yeah, because colors are fucking hard.
Whoever's listening to this, remember my warnings. You make hacking threats against me, I come for you and I'll kill you. Too late, you did the deed, your life's gone. You just better hope the FBI gets to you before I do. I'm under United Nations conventions to kill you. I'll be hunting down every one of these scum. In every nation, every single one of them. I will live stream everything what I do to them. Let's replay their laughter when I come for them. Let's replay that on live stream.
Sounds like you've had enough.
Am I still in audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize I'm actually recording a video of them claiming to have hacked me Okay, they removed the video after during it. So I've got enough on it before they removed it. It's on record. This is recording it live. Alright, I'm going to turn this video off and I'm going to upload it and I'm going to send it straight to the FBI.